What's going on? Welcome to Kush Kab.
Yeah, you host this shit, man. I already worked for an hour, man. I'm exhausted.
You've been working for an hour?
I went on at 9. I did 3 songs, and took me about a total.
Kush Kab! Kush Kab!
Wow.
Kush Kab, a cluster of bringing steam! Kush Kab! Kush Kab!
Oh my god, I can't see anything with these glasses on.
So you can host a show, do some work.
Alright, I'm down. Man. $400. That's all I gotta scoop together today to get my Jeep.
It's cheap.
What?
You need to get a new tire. Oh, you already got the new tire.
I got the new tire.
Okay.
Window, not so much.
Yeah, I think window would be more important than trashy Jeep.
Trashy Jeep.
Is this Jeep street legal? I mean...
No, not at all.
Okay.
What do you... Do we got a hitchhiker?
Oh. Kush Kab. Kush Kab.
Do we have a... What was that?
What's what? Take two on the hitchhiker?
Take 2 on the hitchhiker. Get it? I don't know.
What are you trying to say?
I don't know if we should pick this strange woman up.
It's a Kush Kab, man. You idiot. You got it. You pick up everybody.
Oh, God.
Double the money.
No, that's not... You know people that drive a cab. Pick out the people they want to...
Oh, of course. If people who think's got money, they're going to tip them.
Like, that dude's got money. That dude's going to rob me.
Exactly.
So
I do the same
can you
thing.
take me?
Where are we
you
going?
Where are you guys going?
The dispensary.
All right. Sounds good.
I don't trust this lady at all. She's going too well with it. It's just like, I'll go wherever you guys
I'm
going,
hitchhiking.
because I'm gonna rob you, so I don't give a fuck.
I'm hitchhiking.
Yeah.
All right, where are you hitchhiking to?
Like I said,
Now,
wherever you guys are going.
Do you want me to have the computer? Or
You can have it, yeah.
So
I don't need it.
you're the host today. I'll try to keep track of the chat.
I'm really curious about this this thing I saw in South Park, which
With the
as the
China
people
thing?
know. As the people know, I do get all my information from cartoons and kids shows.
If you watch South Park regularly, you'd probably be more informed than most Americans.
Honestly.
You would, because they deal with global warming. They deal with the Chinese thing. They deal with a lot.
What's the Chinese thing? What's your Chinese thing? I bet your Chinese thing is way different than my Chinese thing.
Well, I was talking about the thing that South Park was dealing with China.
Oh.
That everybody.
Well, it's still probably way different than mine.
Hollywood just kowtows to China with their content. They won't ever say anything bad about China, because even though China's a terrible place, with a horrible government, they want that money. And the whole episode was about not offending China, and how China, if you say this, they won't let your product be in their country and stuff like that.
Is my whole thing was, is Winnie the Pooh really illegal in China?
Yes,
Why?
because it started off like
People were posting pictures.
Yeah, on the internet, somebody said he looked like Winnie the Pooh.
Who?
The like
premier
main,
of China, Mao, I don't know what his
the
name
main
is.
guy.
GXI, I think it is, G or something. They said he looked like Winnie the Pooh, and so everybody started posting Winnie the Pooh memes of like him, and so he outlawed.
That's funny.
Outlaw Winnie the Pooh.
And they were showing the work camps,
I can't even
stuff.
imagine.
So it was, and now China's all
That's
all
on
in
you,
the ladder
America.
about it.
That's on you. Because we buy everything from China and we don't give a fuck that it's made from slave labor.
I'm surprised that they were able to get away with that. Like, I'm surprised that Comedy Central just went, oh man, you know what kind of shitstorm this is going to be?
The last 2 to 3 episodes of South Park, I feel like they're like, we've made enough money, fuck it. Like, we're gonna tell the truth. Because it's more, they were more like, what's really going on.
But they've done that for quite a few, but yeah, they may be at the point where they're like, we don't care. But they did the thing with Muhammad where you're not allowed to draw Muhammad, and they did, and and Comedy Central was like, no, we can't do that. So they've always tried to cross that line.
I think I've heard now that Muhammad is in every opening scene.
Oh.
They secretly
man.
put him in somewhere.
That's a great one.
Oh man, I gotta check that out.
I was gonna, because I was watching the China one last night just to stay current, because I hadn't seen it yet, and I was like watching some of the scenes, and I was like, I bet if you like pause on like all kind of group scenes, I bet those guys put in all kind of shit in there. Because Disney, the Disney, animators can't help it. They're like they'll put secret dicks, places. So imagine what South Park has put hidden in their animation over the years. I can't imagine.
Now, how many South Park episodes do you think that they've they can't run anymore? Like I see, I think of some that I'm like, that one would definitely, they can't play that anymore in this day. And then I'll be watching TV at night, and I'm like, oh. They still did it. They still play that one. Uncensored.
I mean, it's
uncensored.
I see. It's like, I think it's still like, okay, you've got this is all a coordinated effort to control speech. Everything's to control our speech. But they won't mess with South Park unless South Park would have to do something so extreme, because those guys will just come back with something brilliant response.
Yeah.
And people will say, yeah, they're right. They don't want any of that. Because nobody pays attention to South Park. It's, the people who are snowflakes, they don't watch South Park. They would hate that. South Park is anti-snowflake. Everything it says is offensive. So, I don't know. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I guess, because they just have a good following.
But it's a good following, but it's not a huge following.
Yeah, I mean everybody I know watches South Park.
I'd like to see what their following is.
I'm sure it's falling off. I think that's why they're doing the China deal, because they're like, all right, everybody's watching Netflix and all this stuff. We're kind of falling off a little bit. We haven't had the great following that we've always had.
I don't know.
Let's just say fuck it and tell the.
Well, it's also the combination.
Real
they got fuck you money.
They do.
Just think of how many reruns of South Park and the South Park movie and the Broadway show.
Oh, yeah, that's still going on.
Jesus. The Broadway show that's still touring the nation. It's like those guys are just
raking it in.
I'm with South Park. I'm against all that what they're against. What is it? What am I trying to say? I don't think you should be able to be a quadruple billionaire.
A quadruple billionaire. That would
be a
4 billionaire.
Yeah, all the richest people in the world, and that's stupid. But I think Trey Parker and the other guy, can't remember his name right now. Matt Stone should be the richest people in the world.
That's fine. But you will almost find nobody, even probably you go to the slums of Bangladesh or someplace in Africa and ask them if people should be allowed to be billionaires, they would know, because maybe one day I'll be a billionaire.
But you're not, man.
But that's the mentality. If you start talking about that, and it's plainly logical that no one should have $100 billion, it's just the biggest fuck you to the world.
Yeah.
That's just a fuck you to the world, and the world is okay with it. It's there's no way you made that $100 billion legally,
Yeah.
And besides, nobody needs $100 billion.
Yeah.
And people are saying, you should be able to make $1 trillion if you want. You should have all the money in the world and nobody else a penny. If you could do it, it's
if you can fuck everybody else over and send them to jail if they don't agree with you.
Go ahead. That's how they feel. I've been, back in the day, some years I made pretty good money. And you know what? I really didn't need any more money than that. But it's nowhere near, there's nowhere near obscene money.
Oh, 40 G's. 40 G's a year, and I'm gonna be sitting nice.
Oh my, that's you can live.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
You can live fine. Not
maybe 50.
Nowadays, you can't live in the city and pay, exorbitant rent.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be for your family to live in the city would be $2,000 plus a month, probably. If you're living in an apartment, okay, think about your.
What?
Well, no, let's see. Think about your apartment.
Like rent?
Remember your $1,200 apartment? It was like
Yeah.
Okay,
I would
so
never.
how
I
many-
would have never done that.
How many fucking years ago was that? A lot. That was like 7.
8 years
Yeah.
ago.
So you know, I bet it's $2,000 now. So you can't live in the
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
city.
That's not even the city. That's just like
Exactly.
a apartment in the fucking
Yeah,
middle of
yeah,
nowhere.
If you want to live on $40K a year, you got to get the fuck out of Dodge and find some cheap property.
Oh, unless you're Lauren, making $40,000 a year, but freaking working like 70 hours a week.
Yeah, that's
And living in
That's
Webster.
That's the easy part. Like, I might go to her today and like be like, we need to change our motto. Like, with what our car payments and our rent, or whatever, model, whatever. I'm like, we can. I think we can do this with us both working like 30 hours a week. Like,
Yeah, but she is at a job where she has to do it.
Yeah, it's not like she can.
I
You
don't
know
know.
what? I'm just gonna work 30 hours.
just tell them you're gonna work part time or something. I don't know.
I don't know. I think if you were like really good, you could do that. And she's good, right?
Yeah.
She
she's
just
real-
started though.
Yeah, but she's real good still. She's still. I mean, you know, if they want, they don't give a shit. They want to sell cars.
Yeah.
Like, they don't give a fuck about nothing. So they might go from one extreme to the next, where you have to work 60 hours a week to. Oh, you're quitting? What? 30? No, fine. 30. Come in 30, please.
Yeah,
They know
I think
they
that's
know you bust your
kind
ass in 30 hours to try to sell some fucking cars.
of what she might be headed towards. Is
So-
working less.
What's up, Tuttle's 1,000-round clip? He says, I rent a decent 3-bedroom house with a garage, and rent is $1,300 a month. Where you live? Where do you live, Tuttle's 1,000-round clip?
Address now.
I mean, like what? You know, what area? Where you- Come to your house. Prove it. Prove it.
Give us the address. We'll drive right there.
What's up,
In the
Z-Dog?
Kush Kab.
I don't know. My old house, if it was in like the slightest bit better neighborhood, I would move back in there right now. $800 a month.
Yeah, I mean,
I
it
bet
wasn't
it's
bad.
more. I bet it's-
800
I bet
bucks.
it's more now.
Yeah, it's probably 1,000.
At least 1,000. It could be
Oh,
even more
God.
because renting is like super popular.
Yeah, because like the lady that I was renting it from originally was just like kind of like, you know, kind of mom and pop type deal. The only reason our rent stayed what it was because we signed papers.
Yeah, and they
Like the new guy that came in was like, you know, he was a business guy. He probably knew the market was about to go up for renting or whatever. And he bought the house. And then he came over like freaking all the time and just came in our house and was like, it really smells like weed in here and you guys are ruining the floors and your back door's fine. Like, our original lady was just happy to be making the 800 and not really ever coming over to our house. This guy was always up in our shit and he's like,
Did he threaten to kick you out? I'm surprised he didn't threaten to kick you out.
no, but, oh
He
man.
just like to come over and bitch.
But I mean, I gave him one time. I did give him a reason to bitch.
One time.
One time.
Well, the one
Every time I went over to your house, me and your mom, it was the same thing. Oh my God! Look at these pants. There's jeans piled up halfway to the top of the closet. How many pairs of jeans do you own?
Well, you know how like your AC gets all messed up and you have to blow it out.
Yeah.
Do you know about that, Berlin?
No.
Like you get clogged and you gotta blow the scum out? Or
Yeah,
something?
blow the scum out so your AC will flow again
Yeah.
and not. Well, my our AC was overflowing. The AC was in my room, like in the closet.
Yeah.
There's my closet and then the AC closet, and it was like I went in there one day, and I opened the closet, and there's about an inch of water on the floor. It had overflowed everywhere. And I was like, let's see where this goes. Maybe it'll dry up or something. Like,
see where this goes.
it will dry up. So I was like, fuck it. And I go to work. And when I come home,
Oh my God.
my entire room is like
Yeah.
that much in water. But I mean, it's like 9 o'clock at night. So what am I supposed to do, right?
You do
So I go,
something.
I like,
You don't just go to bed.
I tiptoe into my bed because I don't want to get, water all up in my bed. Who wants to sleep wet?
Oh my God.
And I get in bed and I go to bed and I slept in, I slept in as well. So slept till about 1 o'clock, and then I wake up and I'm like, it's about time to call the landlord.
Wow.
And he comes over, and my room's a mess, and I'm not home. I had to go to work.
My God.
So I didn't know. I was just like, he's going to suck all the water out with like a vacuum or anything.
He'll take care of it.
Oh
He'll
my
take care of it.
God.
But my room's a fucking mess. Clothes everywhere. Everything.
I've been in
everywhere.
In that room before.
And I guess while he was gone, he had to clean my entire room. And
Oh my God.
he had to clean my entire room because
And
he had to get to the floor,
then?
and he had to take the carpet up.
He didn't kick
You
you
had
out?
carpet in there?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What an asshole.
And
I would've
then
kicked you out right
and then
then.
I go to buy a house like a year later.
Johnny Johnny Anonymous says free room cleaning.
Yeah, learn how to work it. No, but the best part was I go to buy a house like a year later, and they want a reference. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Yep.
I wanted a reference, so I still have the guy's number, so I hit him up, and I'm like, I'm buying I'm buying a house.
Are you like insane? Are you like?
I'm like, I'm buying a house. Could I get a reference?
Oh
Here's the lady's number or whatever.
Oh
and
my
he
God.
sends me like a fucking paragraph about how it was the worst.
Did you really think he was
I
going to give
mean,
you a
He gave me a good reference. He said at the it was a paragraph about how I was just like, the house smelled like cigarettes and weed and flooded and you destroyed everything. But I'm gonna give you a good reference. For some reason he was like, I'll give you a good reference, but fuck off.
Yeah, don't ever
contact me.
again.
Get rid of this number.
Oh my God.
So how does this
Wow.
cab work? Are we ever leaving the
That
curbside
guy
or?
gave you a good reference.
I don't know how.
We just hang out, man. It's the Kush Kab. This is how it
Oh
works.
shit, we've been in here and we didn't go anywhere for 2 hours? Do you think small limes can make or break?
That gets me every time. I freak out.
Do you think small limes could make or break a bar?
Small limes?
Yeah.
Yeah, if they're small lime.
They got small
I
limes
refuse to have.
when they give you your Coronas.
Well, like,
that what you're
they were
saying?
having a Patty's Pub, Always
Several.
Sunny in Philadelphia argument where they were talking about the limes. They're like, thin cut, small cut. And it reminded me of this one time I went to Whiskey's up the street. You know where that is, right?
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know. That's a terrible name for a bar, I feel like.
Whiskey's why?
Well, I guess if you, like, live with your parents or anything, or, like, people, or even your girlfriend, if you say I'm going to Whiskey's tonight, just sounds like you're getting shit-faced, right? You going to
Well,
Whiskey's?
there's so many places named Whiskey's, so I wouldn't really think so.
I don't know.
Are we on? It says we're offline.
Says we got 120 people
So
here.
it says we have 120 and we're offline. So maybe it's just this pewter. Could just be this pewter.
Although now that I think of it, I would prefer small limes because I can't ever get them down the bottle without
Oh.
squirting lime juice everywhere.
But that's the whole point. You really want to... Well,
Yeah,
you
but-
take your finger and you press it against the side
See, but I
a
can't
couple
even.
times to make it...
But I can't even get my finger in because the lime is taking up the whole hole.
You're gonna have to give her some.
Damn, she's
give her
going
some
to
Corona
she's going to
lessons.
a fancy place with giant limes.
Give
They
it
don't
half-
even fit
give
in
it
that
half a
bottle.
lime. I'm gonna try to wedge it in the bottle.
No. The thing I was talking about whiskeys though. Are we on?
Yeah, we're on. They said we're on.
The whiskeys, they take a lime, like a slice of lime that you
Yeah.
would get
Uh-huh.
for a normal Corona,
Mhm.
and they cut it in like 6. And they give you a little
Yeah.
lime square. And I'm like,
A
what am
little
I
lime
supposed
square.
A little
I would
lime
flip the
square.
whole
And
So
I'm
they're
like,
trying to. They're skimping.
I almost
they're
lost-
skimping on lime.
they're skimping on limes.
Skimping
They
on
must.
fucking lime. Maybe limes that are outrageous these days.
Did they make you or break you?
Trump put a tariff on lime. I want to know now how much a fucking lime costs. Donna will know. She's supposed to be coming. Maybe she's making us some blue drink or something.
I wasn't even
So that I
like,
can pass out after the Kush Kab.
I didn't even know what was in my beer. Like I was like, what's this thing floating in my beer? Like,
A
Just
lime,
one
a lime cube.
23rd of a lime.
It was.
What's up, Trace's Itchy Butthole, C+ student, Bama Boy, Johnny Anonymous, Whiskey Pete's, Whiskey Dick's, lots of bars named Whiskey. Whiskey Joe's.
Oh, I thought you were naming people's names. I was like, man, they just.
That's a good name.
They all start with Joe.
Whiskey
Joe's getting
Dick.
popular on the show.
Trace, if you have to put a lime in your beer to drink, it's not worth drinking.
No.
25
Oh.
A
big
Corona
ass
with a
A
lime is
Corona,
the
come
best
on.
beer in
You
the
You ever do
world.
a Corona with a lemon?
Yes, I do. I'll put lemon juice and a lime juice. Just the more
more
delicious,
citrus
the more delicious citrus fruits, the better.
Orange, a whole grapefruit. I want to get a grapefruit slice with my next Corona.
Look, Trace is
And
all.
then
Set
give me
a,
a
set a
giant ass.
I set a grapefruit on it and I hit it with a
I want
hammer,
to make a
and just the
beer.
middle of it goes
I
in.
want
Yeah.
to make a beer like Corona that goes with grapefruit, but you make it so big
The opening.
that the half of the quarter grapefruit looks like it fits on it.
Or a watermelon. A watermelon.
Watermelon.
There's a huge slice of
Like
watermelon.
a pitcher with a watermelon
Oh,
squashed on
Yes,
it.
that's a good.
Oh, man.
That's a good marketing deal.
We might have to invest in small watermelon.
That's what I was gonna
We
say.
might have to start our own garden out. Well, I bet
And
that would
actually-
be a bunch of restaurants have like a little bit of property out back sometimes. If you a little more out in the country one, it's like you should grow your own watermelon. And smash them on the drinks, and people like that shit. You
They
call it
do.
organics or some bullshit, and people are like, "Oh, well, they got the organic watermelon drink." And
I mean, you're kind of right. They are.
That is so true, though.
I had a watermelon wedge in my margarita, and they said it grew up back.
Right next to the dumpsters with the crows and the vultures.
It's okay to get shit faced. It's organic.
Yeah, that's exactly. And people love the big, huge drinks now. It's like here's a martini, a 2-gallon martini with. It's like
It's
it's
gonna sit there and
disgusting.
What, you don't want a
It's gonna-
2-gallon?
It's gonna fester. It's gonna fester.
but-
People can put whatever they want in it.
No, but they have that now, and they have like mimosas in a giant mimosa glass. It's a whole bottle of champagne. I'm like, who is drinking this?
Could I get a 2-for-1? That's good for me.
I
You know,
Do I have the weirdest partying stuff in my pocket?
I don't know. What's in your
Like
pocket?
if I go to like
I thought that was some kind of riddle. Like a Joker would give.
like I carry my pocket knife. Where's it at?
Yeah.
I think I do. Always carry it
Is it-
everywhere I
is it
go.
Just legal pocket knife?
Is it just legal?
Like, is it legal? Like, you know, there's certain knives you're allowed to carry and stuff.
Really?
They make a legal pocket knife?
I don't know. It depends on how big the blade is.
It's a teeny tiny blade.
Better check it out.
I mean, a lot of people carry pocket knives.
I know.
But
So why is he?
this is my
That is
lime.
the weirdest
So
thing you
weird.
have in your pocket.
No,
Jake.
this is my lime cutter. And if I go to a party or a bar, I carry a full lime and a thing of beer salt in my pocket.
I find it hard to believe you're that prepared.
I do too.
You
Trace
can,
always
you can
has
find
fresh
like
limes
6
with him, no matter where
you
he
can
goes.
find like 20 old limes in my car right now.
Oh.
That doesn't mean anything.
Trace shows up to a party. Wait, I got some limes, and he comes in there like shriveled and rotten. He's like, well,
I could
we
probably
try.
find 8 old pork chops in your car. Too. It improving nothing.
Yeah. Am I the most trashy man or the most prepared man?
Aw,
He's trying to
he's
pass
hoping for
himself off as
prepared.
prepared. You don't even try that shit with me and Berlin around.
Damn it. Ah,
Donna, I believe, will be joining us shortly.
I think that. Oh, I don't know if I want to save this one about old grease for till Mom gets in the car.
Old grease.
Well, I'm just throwing another person to make fun of me. So
Old grease.
yeah, I was watching Cops last night. All my notes are about watching Cops. Like, he was outrageous. Like, I hate that show. I was stressing the whole time.
Too relatable to you.
It's just, you watch, it's basically like 2 hours of people just getting arrested for having a little bit of weed. You're like, no! Like, every time you're like, come on, they got this much weed. And you're like, there's no way they're gonna take him to jail. And they cops are just like,
I
They
feel
save
like
the
on the show they gotta be.
they're different on the
They're
show,
different.
Yeah.
but in real life and even on Cops, they like save the bad news for the end, like till they're
Yeah.
like till you like
You think you might be
think you're getting away, like you're freaking handcuffed in the back of a cop car, right? And they're like, "Oh, we're sorry, you know, we didn't. You actually your story, you know, comes through, and you're okay. You didn't do anything illegal yet. We're gonna uncuff you, let you get back into your front seat.
Oh,
Once you get back
man.
into your front seat, we're gonna be like, all right, you know, we didn't give you a ticket, nothing. You're good, but we did smell an odor of marijuana coming from your car. And it's like, they just put him back in the car. You're gonna take him out and search him from the weed after you let him go? Like, this is the second pullover. Turn your lights back on, like, and pull me over again. Like, what?
They should do that. Let him go and then pull him back over again. All right, you good?
Oh yeah, I did forget earlier
more
when we
thing.
pulled you over. We smelled some weed.
They don't give back your license, and you pull it. We just give you back your license. Wait a second.
Yeah.
It's a 2-hour. Cops is a 2-hour infomercial about how American justice system is just a money-making deal for prisons, for the government itself with fees.
That's one of my
shit
notes
like
after
that.
watching Cops.
It's
not a free country. We don't.
Oh, it's disgusting.
We don't live in a free
Disgusting,
country.
and people, don't care. They don't. They just, because it doesn't happen to them. They make sure they put young people who can't afford lawyers and people who don't have any money, and they put them in jail. Then they bilk them for the rest of their lives, even though these people can barely afford to live. It's fucking sickening.
Yeah, I watched a video of George Carlin last night, and the whole premise was basically, you don't have rights, you have privileges. They call them rights until they don't want you to have them, then they just take them away.
Exactly. It's exactly what it is.
Oh, that guy was pretty smart.
Jay Pizzle, 200 bits. Appreciate it, Jay Pizzle.
You get a guitar solo.
What's this?
So fun.
Oh, okay. I would say that's a pretty mellow guitar solo, but then he said it was so fun.
That's what they're going for.
Kush Kab,
Jay Pizzle.
Kush Kab, Kush Kab, and wonderful bringing steam. Kush Kab.
No fog machine back there?
Oh man, I'm not used to this shit.
Hot tamales in the drawer. Hot tamales in the drawer. Hot tamales in the
Maybe we need to make a second verse. One. I don't know.
A second verse of Hot Tamales in the Drawer.
Yeah.
1 hot tamale.
Yeah.
2 hot tamales. 3 hot tamales. 4 hot tamales in the drawer.
Make a whole song and video.
Berlin, can I borrow some money?
How much?
Like $100.
For what?
A broken down cheap.
No.
Damn it. I didn't pitch it right.
Okay, now I can't stop thinking about Hot Tamales parody.
I remember Brandon said all he does when he opens drawers is think of hot tamales in the drawer. So I'm gonna hide hot tamales in all of his drawers. So when he
Just individuals.
Now Harper goes in the candy drawer and goes, Mom, there's no candy in the candy drawer. You need to go to the store.
Oh jeez.
Oh man, we gotta get rid of that candy drawer, man.
I think we've been saying that for about 10 years now.
There's nothing wrong
Who
with
has a
candy.
Who has a candy
Is
drawer?
that? I don't think anybody has a candy
I don't
drawer.
think anybody does. Anyone have a candy drawer at their house that is constantly restocked?
And it's got a variety of candies. It may be sweet tarts, maybe raisins. It may be right now. There's Reese's peanut butter cups. They sit in there for a while until somebody gets really high or something.
It's
Then you've got,
it's like the
sour gummies, Weston sour gummies.
If you
It's the
look real hard, you
candy
can find
slash like useless stuff drawer. Like
Yeah.
there's like packets of soy sauces, like
Yeah.
candy, soy sauce,
It's
and
mostly,
seeds.
It's mostly candy though.
Yeah.
What are you gonna say?
I said if you look real hard, you could probably find some 8-month-old jelly beans in the back.
Oh, you can find, every once in a while, if you do.
If you
there's
get desperate.
nothing,
Are you
there's
ever
nothing,
that? Are
there's
you guys
nothing.
ever that desperate?
Yes.
Sometimes.
There's nothing in the candy drawer, and you actually clean out every item in there and find 2 jelly beans, and then you put everything back.
Yeah, yes.
So is sugar addictive or not?
Yes.
They say
100%.
I would think so. I mean, because like,
because me and your mom started drinking sodas again, like comfort food,
It's a slippery slope.
and it's like it's like Saturday I drank 3 sodas. It's like, oh my god, what am I doing?
it's like I don't even think I like sugar that much. I don't eat that much candy or anything. Well, a little bit of candy, but sweets I don't like. But when you find yourself at 2:00 in the morning scrounging through the candy drawer in the back for a popcorn flavored jelly bean, I'm like, oh, what's wrong with me?
Yeah.
I have a problem.
Bama Boy, 1500 bits. Woo!
Woo!
Freak Show says he has a snack cabinet. Dirty 1110 has a candy drawer and a candy jar. It's a must-have. Uncut Mini,
And a candy IV.
Uncut Mini Mandingo has a cookie drawer. The day after, the Dirty 1110's very excited for discounted candy after Halloween.
That is honestly in Christmas. Like they sell those whole huge bags for like $1.
Price ain't I mean, I know I'm poor, but like price don't matter to me. If I want candy, I'm gonna buy some candy.
Candy.
I know these Snicker bars, king size right here at $2.39, but I'm gonna take them.
You ever been to like the place or like a Clearwater or like a beach where you pour the candy in,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, I want some of this, I want
Candy
some of that.
shop like that, yeah.
Yeah, and you get a bag of candy. You're like,
Way
all right,
too much,
this is
too,
like
'cause you're
Yeah.
this is like $6 worth of candy, right? Seems
yeah,
like
yeah.
$6 worth of candy. And you give,
$27.99.
yeah, it's about right. You get.
It's a
I
scam.
did it very well. She knew exactly the price of the bag of candy. $27.99.
It's a scam. You think you're getting in bulk, you're just getting fucked.
Yeah, it's
That's
the
what it
opposite of getting in bulk. They charge you for 39 cents per jelly bean.
It's like $6 a box, bro.
Look at all this candy.
Stop with the candy.
Oh
and
my
the
God.
soda. It was so good for you. I mean, I never did that. Just can't stop. I'm addicted. It is addictive. I'm gonna sue the sugar industry. Is it raining?
No.
No, it's just windy.
Man.
It looks like it's gonna rain.
I was almost upset
we're
we were doing the Kush Kab today.
Why?
Because I sent some videos
Oh,
and Mom got them put on.
Oh, okay. The Top Golf videos.
Yeah, those are ridiculous.
Jerry is ridiculous. Jerry is ridiculous.
What is it? The can of corn video I gotta get on
I
there.
didn't see that one.
It was I'm not gonna get into it.
I want to see it live. I don't want to. I
Yeah.
don't like to preview the videos.
Yeah.
I like to see it
Oh,
live.
but it was
Do
the
it,
best.
don't do it.
It was
You know who you're just like.
no,
I do.
don't say it.
I
Fuck
know.
you.
You know who you're just
I
like.
know.
You know who you're just like.
It's where I learned how to do
Your
radio.
mom.
Oh.
Who'd you think it was? Me?
No,
I thought it was.
Me and Berlin
Yeah,
probably
yeah,
thought it was
yeah.
the same fat person.
that
No, Donna has to have. She's like, if she got a video, she's got to look at it now. I couldn't say, Donna, wait till tomorrow on the air. There's no way she could ever do that. I could do that easily. She always say, how do you do that? I said, I don't care. I'll see it tomorrow. It'll still be there. She's got to look at it immediately.
All right, well, I'll save the Kizan of Kizorn video, and I won't tell you anything about it. But there's another one, too. I'll tell you about this one instead. It's a different
And then you'll
one.
end up telling the can of corn.
I probably... I said Kizan.
As if nobody knows what that meant. Like,
But there's this guy.
Can't help himself.
I gotta show this video.
There's this guy.
His house is on fire, right?
Jay Pizzle says Donna, damn, Berlin sounds like Donna.
Yep.
I think she did. On the phone, I can't tell them apart. Go ahead. Reveal your Iggy.
This is a different story. But this guy, he's like, I don't know, maybe 60.
Okay.
And his house is on fire, right?
Yeah.
And the cop pulls up to the house, and he sees the house on fire, and there's a 60-year-old man hanging out the window, right?
Uh-huh.
This is how he gets out of the car. Like, you see I'm seeing the people burning. He's like, yep, there's a 60-year-old man right there, about to fall out of a window. I'll be back in a minute. And he gets out, and like, he slowly walks up there, and
Is this on Cops?
yeah.
Cops is a bad. You shouldn't be able to do that. You shouldn't be able to tell that people act differently.
Oh,
Cops
yeah.
shouldn't be acting differently because they're on TV.
Right.
They should be acting how they would normally act. I mean, if they act better, yeah, but they're not acting better. You know, and you're not getting, like, maybe he would let you get off with the weed. But
No.
he can't because it's on camera.
Yeah.
Cheryl. I don't know if
Cheryl.
this lady's name is Cheryl or not. She just seemed like a Cheryl.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's like they find this, she's kind of a bigger girl that's a drug addict.
Yeah.
And they chase her on her bicycle for like
Her bicycle.
5 miles.
bicycle.
And
Are they all on bikes or she's on a
no,
bike?
they're in a car behind her,
Oh.
and they're having conversation the whole time.
Oh.
Great banter. I mean, great. It was great for the show, and they're just like, Carol, and they know her name, like, so they deal with her all the time. They're like, Carol, you gotta pull over, and she's like, no, and she's yelling stuff on her bike the whole time, and they're following her for just miles, like, Carol, pull over, and she's yelling crazy shit, like, I gotta snort all my heroin before you pull me over, like,
That almost seems fake.
but no, like, Carol might have got away that night if the cops people weren't with her. They're like,
Carol.
we know this girl named Carol.
Yeah.
We're gonna go arrest her. It's gonna be
Yeah.
great content.
Yeah.
She's got great personality.
Is there anywhere you
You
can
know
go?
they did that,
Yeah.
and they just arrested Carol that night because she's a great personality
Cops is
and she's
bad,
fun to
man.
pull over.
Cops
Like,
is bad.
Mhm.
It's not. You shouldn't be allowed to do that.
See, thank God they weren't in
Carol. Sorry.
10 years ago in Wessex Chapel. Like, oh, do you know anywhere that there's, some good people you can arrest? Oh, we know this dude with a Chrysler with 2 white doors.
Yeah, let's
oh
go.
my
Let's
God.
go
He's
down
probably
there.
got a
everywhere.
smidge of weed on
He's
him. Like,
everywhere.
He just waited there
Yeah.
on 54. Just waited for it. There you go.
Whoop, whoop.
Follow him for a while. Get some good banner. I'm sure he's gonna drive like an asshole. Maybe
man.
he'll make a stop at a dirtbag's house. We'll get that on film.
Uh,
Then we'll bust him.
Oh, I wish I had videos
Put
of
him
the
back in the
multiple cops that I've seen pull me over and just they got this going on, the chin grab, just walking around my car like, is this
What?
legal? They're like, they go up and they like kick the front of my car and they're like, I guess this is a bumper. Like, I guess this qualifies as a bumper. Like, I don't. They're just like, I don't think you're doing anything illegal, but we don't know.
Get out of the car.
And then
Slam you.
they usually let me go. They're just like, you're sober. You didn't just crash into a car and do a hit and run. Like, they'd be on the phone like, do we have any hit and runs? Like, did somebody crash this
Oh my
car into
God.
somebody else and drive away?
You should recreate, like what was the name? The Cheryl video. Like with either Trace Hogan on the bike, and Joe as a cop, or Macho.
No, Joe.
Or Macho as a cop, or Macho on a bike, and Hogan as a cop on a loudspeaker. One of those. Don't you think that'd be pretty?
Yeah,
fucking
I
funny?
need somebody else to do Joe won't even dress as a cop in a video.
He's afraid of impersonating an officer.
No, he's like, I don't want anybody to see this and somehow,
So-
like, on my Facebook or something, somebody see it and think I'm a cop.
Why?
I don't know. And I mean, his dad was a cop for like 20 years. He's just like, no. And he just,
All right.
We'll get like I said, we'll do a Macho Hogan deal. Somebody pulling over somebody on a bike. It'd be perfect if you could like get into the well fields, ride down those roads, man, those deserted roads.
Don't tempt me to do that again.
Tracy's gonna crash the gate. Yeah. We won't tell the Wellfield story again today. We will one day. That was a great phone call.
Definitely don't tell that
7
story.
o'clock in the morning. Go out to the Wellfields.
Oops.
Donna, I think Donna has the question, so the Kush Kab will commence with Donna. She's probably waiting. Maybe she's waiting for us to take a break at the top of the hour. If that's possible. And she's probably getting the questions as we speak.
Canned corn.
It's the first time I have it for Kush Kab. I didn't get the questions. I was like, I went through all my trivia cards. I was like, I was working on some songs, and I didn't do the questions. So Donna's graciously doing that for me. Thank you, dear. Let us know when you're done.
So, like, if you're a superstar and somebody writes you a song, you don't ever tell, like, anybody. Like, it might be on the internet if you look it up, but you never tell anybody you didn't write the song, right? It's like a rule, like...
It
No,
depends.
they don't, like, advertise. But if you...
Like, after... I've never seen a singer after a song, like, oh, thank you, so-and-so, for writing this song.
That's true. You never do hear that.
I think if you, like... And it's kind of what you gotta do, because you can't explain it to everybody. Like, if you've ever wrote me a parody...
Yeah.
Like, people are like, oh, that song was so great, everything about it was so great, and you're like, I didn't write this, but
Yeah, I know, right?
but you're not gonna sit there and explain. You're just like, oh, thanks, man. Like, yeah. Like all the rock stars do when their fans are just going fucking crazy after a song, they don't stop it and be like, by the way, I didn't write that song. Thank this guy instead.
It's true. It's true.
I would feel bad. I'd be like,
Yeah, I know.
How'd you come up with those lyrics?
That's why you're not a
I'm
superstar.
not a superstar. See, I give credit. See, and that's why I'm a schmuck.
I don't think they give credit. Like,
Lil Ho gives credit.
that's why she ain't a superstar.
They might, like, if they write it with some other other country guys, other
Does
stars.
Elton John ever
That's
finish
what-
the song?
Never. Ever once.
Thank you,
He
Bernie.
never said
That's where you
That's
fucked up.
crazy.
You should have. I think you put too much on Little Ho, or not enough. Like, you were. I think before you even played the song on air, you were like, "This is a song that I wrote for my daughter, and she did it, and she did a great job." You should have been like, "This is Berlin's new song, like Berlin's new hit." Like, don't even get into that you wrote it or nothing like that. And people, you don't have to tell people she wrote it. You just don't have to tell them you wrote it. And you're just
There
like,
we
"This is
go.
a hit."
So we do that.
Boom.
And look, if they find out, it'll be a big scandal. Just make your star even that greater. When they find out she didn't write her own
No,
shit.
I mean Miley Cyrus. Her dad
yeah.
wrote that shit, right?
Oh,
Oh,
I
she
thought
didn't- I
so.
don't
He
think
was-
she wrote- I don't.
He wasn't all over
No,
like,
yeah,
I wrote that song.
No, I guarantee they hired the greatest songwriters, in the world. Like, who's the girl? Jessie J.
Jessie J.
wrote "It's a Party in the USA."
Oh.
Billy
Yeah.
Ray Cyrus ain't writing that. Miley Cyrus ain't writing that. Jessie J, who's a really good songwriter, got paid to write that song.
See ya.
And it was a fucking #1 hit. I mean, it's like almost iconic "Party in the USA."
Man, the Shake It song. You know the Shake It song, right, Berlin?
Shake, shake,
Do you know who
shake
sings
it.
that?
You told me.
Oh. Second.
You can do it.
Does it have anything to do with second?
She don't know.
No.
No, you don't know.
Like,
You don't know.
I was marking out to Billy Ray Cyrus. Like, I don't like his, like, the Old Town Road song. Like, I was like, but it was popular with, like, my daughters, and, like, they thought it was the shit. And he had my Breaky Heart or whatever, my
Yeah.
Achy Breaky Heart.
Yeah, it was like an epic.
He killed it then. He
Killed
comes
it.
back, 5-10 years later,
Yeah.
makes his daughter famous,
He
and then
killed it.
she turns into
More
like
famous than anybody.
a crazy person, and he's like, fuck it, I gotta do it myself again.
He does,
Does Old Town Road.
yeah.
All during this time, I'm listening to the Shake It song for years, like 2 years. I guess that's his son.
Yeah.
What?
It's like his son sings that song, and I'm like, man, this guy's infiltrated my entire life.
I
Like,
think you said that last Kush Kab.
well, I was telling her, and I was.
No, I'm just saying.
Who is his son?
But it wasn't. It's that. I don't know
The guy
how
that
popular
sings-
that's. I don't know how popular. I mean, he's just. You know, I don't know why that song's on my iPod.
Is it on your iPod too?
Yeah.
I really got into that song
I mean,
somehow.
it's a good song, but I don't remember why I even downloaded it or where I heard it. I don't think I got much radio play.
I heard it on the radio.
So, but Metro Station never did anything else.
Oh,
So, yeah.
that's what they're called.
Like the one-hit wonder.
He did a lot to my family.
Harper always wants to hear the Shake It song. I knew it. She was going to bring the blue drink. Shake, 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 shake,
Guys,
shake
give
it.
Oh, do you know what his son's name is?
Trace.
Something Cyrus.
Trace Cyrus.
Trace Cyrus.
What the fuck? This shit's getting weirder by the goddamn
He
second.
has infiltrated your life, Trace.
He named himself after me.
His name's Trace, yeah. I
Trace.
think it's his adopted son. I think it was his
Got a picture
wife's
of
son.
him?
Oh man, that's
he adopted.
hilarious.
Doesn't
Who
make it any.
drank?
Cheers.
I'm gonna come out. I had to print out some questions,
Yeah.
Berlin. I'll sit in the back with
Oh, okay.
Pop. So you'll have to put the seat back up front, back so you can be seen on the camera.
I really gotta pee.
All right, we're gonna. Well, let's take a quick break. Real quick break. We'll be right back with the rest of the Kush Kab. What's up, Brantley Fire Troll?
In the city of thorns and horse and crow, she a butterfly, so
I like
perfect.
soup too.
Girl learned to do
Cheers.
things on her own. With daddy gone and mama working, never show.
You left the window down. It's gonna get hot as fuck in
Down
here.
the sleeve that nobody see was underneath. And I'll pick you up, and I'll hold you higher than you've ever been before. I'll raise you
What's up,
up
Tampa
even
girl?
higher when evil is aspire, and try to keep your fire low. Strong like your mama, bro, I know. But when you're
We need to
falling
do a little
on
home
the
video.
floor, I'll pick you up, and I'll hold you higher than you've ever been, ever been.
What's up, UIM 666?
Story pick up with a rundown
I'm
on
gonna
her
pee.
love again. Her mission of Vader,
Let's
so
pee, I'll be
now
right
she
back.
needs to supplement all the feeling covenant. I am no Darth Vader, no, I only mean to compliment. Help you through the heart of it, never show. Now who's the toughest ragamuffin I know? Hold down your sleeve, love, don't let them see ya crying when you're all out of light. I'll pick you up, and I'll hold you higher than you've ever been before. I'll raise you up even higher when evil is aspire, and try to keep your fire low. Strong like your mama, girl, I know. But when you're falling on the floor, I'll pick you up, and I'll hold you higher than you've ever been before. here's your invitation. Youth and great head nation, tech nation. Cross the lands to all of creation. It's your friendly reminder, but we'll keep cool. Don't shoot, cause you know and what the media gon' do. Tell us that it's you against you. When the flame get higher, keep cool. You can't keep it warm all the time. Cool, and everything'll be alright. Keep cool. You can't keep it warm all the time. Cool, so cool, and everything'll be alright. When the flame get higher, keep cool. You can't keep it warm all the time. Cool, and everything'll be alright. Keep cool. You can't keep it warm all the time. Cool, so cool, and everything'll be alright. As a youth, I would stand out in front of my home, staring down the street lamp across the road, staring back at me, and the air is cold. As a youth, I remember busting out the light bulb in the street lamp across the road with one control, to better see the stars. Yeah, better see the stars. To better see the stars. To better see the stars. It's the feeling that you get, the knowing inside your chest.
Put that seat
The
back.
stars can possibly hold more than a pretty little backdrop you cropped out anywhere. Universal dialect, learn it and find where you connect. This one goes out to the kids getting high on the hood of their car, to better see the stars. To better see the stars. To better see the stars.
I'm in the video, but this cat is
As a youth, I would stand out in front of my home, staring down the street lamp across the road.
What's going on? Welcome back to the Kush Kab.
The air is cold.
Oh, mom's in the. All right.
What?
What did you think about that fire video I sent you?
Oh.
Do you think that cop was a cocksucker? You
not
sent me
gonna-
back something
I'm
like.
not gonna say that, but because I wouldn't want to get hurt either. But I could tell he was like that guy was trying to jump out the window
Oh, how?
because of a fire, and
He was hanging out the two-story window.
Two-story?
He's like a 50, 60-year-old guy, right?
Yeah.
And he's gonna drop.
About
His feet are like 6 feet off the ground. He's hanging. His feet
that's it? 6 feet off the ground.
right? And what that
That's
cop?
not
That,
a big deal. That guy's not gonna get that hurt.
nah, he was not. He was not in the shape to be.
Oh, so he was gonna break his hip and die.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
he's an
borderline.
old feeble guy.
And the cop.
He was
That
a
was
big guy. He was a big cop.
Oh.
That I was about to say. That was a big cop, right? He could have helped that guy out of the window, right?
Yeah.
You don't think?
He might have been able to let him stand on his shoulders.
Yeah, and get him down.
So what
and
did he do?
He goes. He's like not even like the guy's like about to fall out this window, and he's just kind of walking around like, oh, anybody got a mattress we could put under this guy? Is there anybody got a
I thought
mattress?
I heard someone say something about catching him.
Yeah,
I
he
didn't
comes
know if
up
the
and he's
cop
like,
said I'd catch him.
just go, I'm gonna catch you.
And he didn't
Finally,
catch him at all.
he
just
comes
backed
up behind him and he waits till he hits the ground and kind of
So
like
tried to-
once he hits the ground, he kind of like
Touched him.
touched him. And I was like, man, that cop.
The guy was on the ground.
Like,
a
if that
pig
was
when he
me,
broke both his
I'm a.
legs.
That guy he was like what? You'd say like 250 pounds?
Yeah.
The cop?
250,
Yeah, he was a
big
big
fucking guy. Could have just caught this guy midair like a football. And like me, I'm jumping out that fence. I'm like, oh my god, this old guy's falling from a window. I'm getting over there. I mean, I might get on my knees and be like, just fall on me, like or something like that. Like I'm trying to help this guy.
Where was it? Where did you see this?
On cops.
So
This
he-
guy's house is on fire.
Yeah.
And he just lets the old guy like fall out the window and crush his back on the concrete. And I'm like, man, you could have caught that guy. Like 6 feet in the air is not that. Like he could have done this and like lowered
I'm
him
saying he could
down.
have walked
6 feet,
over
I mean-
and let him get on his shoulders. Stand on
Yeah,
his
3 foot
shoulders
drop on
But
the
he's
shoulders.
just like, don't worry, buddy, I got you. And then the guy just drops to the fucking ground, and like the cop comes up and touches him and lowers him to the ground.
See,
once
I got
he's
you.
already hit the ground. And I was
Oh,
like,
man.
oh, but the best part got me thinking about me.
Got me thinking about me.
Whatever. But the neighbor comes over and they're like, do you know how this fire started? And he's like, yeah. He was super fucked up. And he's like, yeah, man, like, I was cooking some stuff in the oven. I probably haven't cleaned my oven out in like 2 years. I'm guessing it was a grease fire in my oven.
Who said that?
The neighbor?
The neighbor, that's
He
or
started
like,
a fire
well,
in
it was
his
like a
duplex.
duplex deal.
Oh.
And so
I'm surprised that doesn't happen more.
It's,
Quite honestly.
So if your neighbor in a duplex doesn't clean his oven out for 3 years and
Like
burns
you would do.
his and your house down,
Yeah.
do you get charged? Do you go to jail or
Why?
for not cleaning out your oven?
Oh, the
for,
other guy.
Yeah, he burnt the whole place down because he hasn't cleaned his oven.
Probably not.
And
No,
two-
I don't
and
think
3
there's laws
years.
covering grease, over
Laziness.
Yeah.
I mean, you might be able to win money from them
Yeah.
because it's their fault, but I don't know if there's a crime of. What if somebody died in a fire because you had a dirty oven? I don't know if that's.
Yeah, because I set the oven on fire about 2 weeks ago. What if that would have caught the entire apartment complex on fire?
Yeah.
What
and you
happened?
kill 60 people.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, what do they do?
Like, man,
What do they do? They're
I got really high and
My
I
bad?
forgot about the oven.
I think that's kind of a my bad situation. My bad.
Really?
Left the oven on.
Sorry.
Didn't clean it. My bad. I don't think they put the oven. I mean,
I don't think there's any laws against that.
I mean, it should be maybe. Maybe we should. I don't know.
Dirty oven law.
That's criminal negligence.
Hmm
Do you think they'd hit
Maybe
with that?
they get you with some
The dirty
kinda-
oven law?
Yeah,
Maybe they
dirty
get
oven
you
law.
with something like negligence of some type.
I think you should become a lawyer, and you should be the dirty.
The oven man?
This is your crusade.
They call me the oven
Your
man?
crusade. The movie starts.
I need billboards, the oven man, 1-800-OVEN.
Need to change.
James Waters has a degree in dirty oven law.
And then the climax of the film is you put this 87-year-old woman in jail because she didn't clean her oven. She killed 12 people.
She deserved it.
How did we get on that? Is that
I was talking about my grease fire, the grease fire. And the guy was like super, like his eyes were just bloodshot, and you're like, this guy, and they're like, how long?
They probably got him for marijuana though.
They were like, how long's the stuff been in the oven? And he's like, oh, like 4 or 5 minutes, man. You know, this guy forgot all about
4 or 5 minutes in trace time.
That would suck.
They did recently put an 87-year-old woman in jail though. They arrested her.
For what?
So she's 87. She's dying, and she has a disabled grandson. Who,
you talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they hadn't charged her yet. We were wondering if they were going to. She was in the hospital since it happened, and they said when she's released, this dying lady, they're gonna put her in. They're arresting her. But her grandson's like a adult, and she's dying, and she was concerned about who was gonna care for him and all that, so she overdosed him on pills.
It's a good grandma.
Dirty grandma.
But later, you know,
Did he die?
He died.
She did it right.
Did you die?
She took care of it.
She took care of it.
Yeah, Granny takes care of business.
But, you know, then later they said, you know, like he was functioning. He was able to talk. Everybody loved him at the...
Oh,
and
man.
He actually lived at a home during the week and went to see Granny during the weekend. His father died. The mother is, like, must be a druggie or something because they don't know her whereabouts. So, you know, Granny took care of him on the weekends. But they all loved him at the home and everything like that. It came out.
Like assisted living home kind of thing?
Yeah, where he lived, at a place like that. And he was always, so they said how, you know, he'd give you the biggest hugs. And so he was functioning, you know. He wasn't like a vegetable, but, you know. And
they do make victims seem like nice people. They always do that, and all
That's
the
true.
Yeah,
they're like, oh, they'll show you like a picture of him like in high school with like a couple, you know, friends and stuff. Even though he don't got no friends now, but
Yeah.
Cocksucker.
he's
Yeah.
Well, I don't think this guy was,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
you know, they said that he had funding to, you know, set him up for if she died or whatever. But the thing is, they're arresting her. She's 87, almost 90 years old. But why can't, you know, hopefully they'll let her go. Because, I mean, she's not a threat to society. And she's just, you know, she doesn't make good decisions because she's almost 90 years old.
That's
If you've seen
true.
a picture of her, it's like she is, you know, looks like she's about dying.
I mean, you
And
can
she
have
could
an
have-
87-year-old woman who's really sharp and can make decisions, and you can have another one, the exact same age, who's borderline
Dying.
got dementia.
Yeah.
You know, it makes horrible decisions and doesn't know what she's doing. So you can't put, you know, you really got to be careful when you put 87-year-old women in jail for doing something like this.
Is there like an old people jail?
No.
No, I thought like after 60 you go to old people jail. I thought that was a
Where's
deal.
They may have a special section,
I don't even know about that.
a geriatric section. I don't know. Imagine
It's just the assisted living facility. You just go to a nursing home. That's their jail.
I think
It is.
I'm basing my stuff off a movie again. I feel like I watched a movie and they're like, oh, just 5 more years and we get to go eat ice cream in the old folks prison.
Oh, yeah, I don't know about that. I don't think there's an old folks prison.
Eddie Murphy movie or something.
I just don't think that they should put her in jail. She's, you know, hopefully they'll talk to her and be like, and realize that she probably
Maybe
she's
she's
not in her
really
right-
sharp and she's like, I'm gonna kill that. I can't stand that. He comes
Yeah,
over to my house and visits me once a week and he eats all my food
So
and he curses
over it.
at me and he smacks me around.
Well, maybe if she tells them that. But maybe she thinks that. You know, a lot of old people start saying that people are stealing their money and stuff. I mean, of course, a lot of people might be stealing old people's
Yeah.
money. But that's what a lot of them say. And, of course, the person denies it all the time. So, who knows? And maybe if they came up with, well, you know, her ex-husband, or her husband did die, you know, when we never really figured that one out. And then
was
she had
a
2
a
kids that
serial
died.
poison. Yeah. I think we go down to whatever jail this is and with free granny signs.
Freak.
Free granny.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Hashtag 82 or 87.
I want to know. What I mean, they got to know. The cops who've interviewed her have to know if she's in her right mind or not.
Right.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just hope they follow up the story so I know whether
Yeah.
they decided that she's not in her right mind or, you need to be putting dying 87-year-old women in jail.
For making bad decisions.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot
mean,
she
they-
was dying.
They talk. I mean, that's a pretty important point. She was dying. You're not. She's
That's-
87 years old, possibly not in her right mind. That's what is called known as shit happens.
Yeah.
You know, she's not gonna hurt anybody else. Oh well, she killed Junior. Sucks for Junior, and she's dying.
I mean,
What
Yeah, but
else-
is she
what the
dying
fuck-
and she's
what
like,
is
I
she-
want to murder someone. That's on my bucket list. Like,
Good for Granny. Nah, but what do you do, man?
it's the last thing on her bucket list.
well, how did
Commit
she
murder.
overdose him? How'd she overdose
Pills.
him?
Pills.
I guess you don't have to be.
I mean,
Well, you
what-
gotta
what are
be
you gonna-
somewhat with it to like
Yeah,
get the
but what-
dose
but what are you
doses
gonna do?
right.
What do you think?
I
Granny
don't
should
think
be
you
in
need a dose
jail?
when you're overdosing. You just pour as many pills in there as possible.
In what? Pour
I
as
think
many
it's a
pills
fine,
in
good
what?
line between puking
You're
and
just
and
like,
dying.
take this, take this, take this, take this, take this, take this, take this. I mean, the guy was obviously pretty stupid. Like,
Okay.
take the I like pills.
Your Honor, Granny is innocent.
Maybe she made him an ice cream sundae and sprinkled it with pills.
You want pills in your ice cream today? Lots of pills.
Oh, my God. Oh,
So should she be in jail or not? I don't know.
I don't think she should be.
Unless she has a history of
Unless she's like a
murdering people.
cold-blooded killer who might kill again. It's possible, I guess.
I guess if she's made
Come
that bad
here.
decision once, she might make it again. Or she might do it to herself.
Well, then that's on her.
Right.
What percentage of people in jail do you think enjoy being in jail?
Would you enjoy being in jail?
No.
You wouldn't have to do anything. Just-
Right? I think that's like a way, like
If you're really lazy.
what's a good thing?
What do they call it?
Free.
Advantage.
A benefit?
perk?
Benefit.
A
That's a
perk?
real benefit.
What?
Being in jail. Free living. right?
Yeah, free living.
Free food and living.
They
Like
call it 3 meals and
3 hots and a cot.
3 hots and a cot.
that's like
For some people, that's enough.
I would think all homeless people would want to be in jail.
yeah.
No, because they don't like being told what to do. That's why they're
well, there's
homeless.
no drugs in jail.
True.
Well, yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't get that at all.
What, drugs in jail?
Yeah, how?
Well, I mean, the guards don't get paid that much money, so imagine how much money you can make selling drugs to prisoners.
Oh, that was one of the things we saw in John Oliver, what a bunch of bullshit that was. That they were trying to make it to where no more in-person visits in prisons.
Yeah.
Remember?
You gotta
And
like
it was-
FaceTime.
Yeah, they have to
What?
just do it on FaceTime, and they,
Mhm.
no more in-person
That
because of all the
sucks.
drugs. And it's like when the story was about how it's all the guards and stuff are bringing in most of the drugs.
And it's
Yet
like-
they're blaming, yet the prisoners have to
pay the
pay
consequences.
the consequences.
And they can do that because nobody cares about prisoners.
Right.
And there's a lot of people. Okay, somebody's in jail. You deserve to, if you're just a guy who's doing 3 years for burglary, you deserve to have your wife come and see you
Yeah.
in
Not
person.
even burglary. People
That's,
are in prison
we're-
for other things that are
Marijuana,
Yeah.
bullshit. Everybody's not a mass murderer or rapist.
Right.
They
Everyone
deserve to
sees
have
some people who are just
They
stupid.
deserve to have some rights, and their rights shouldn't be taken away because one out of every 20 scumbags is grandma's bringing in pills up her ass or something.
That's what Granny's.
Come
goal
on,
was.
Grandma.
What's going on?
Come on.
Asked Joe. I was like, who's coming here with a red truck?
Yeah, but that was
That's
ridiculous.
next on Granny's bucket list: is smuggling drugs up her butt into jail.
Can you bring
If you've got, maybe you do deserve to be in jail if you're convincing your grandma to shove pills up her butt to bring you. You kind of being a dick. I mean, I could
see. That's
I could probably convince my grandma to do that, and that's a dick move, man. Like, come on, grandma. Like,
She might do it.
Eventually.
Trace, I'm not gonna do this again.
Yeah, she's a good grandma.
oh, I came to see you on your birthday. You came to see me without any pills again up your butt, grandma, on my birthday? On my goddamn birthday? You got no pills up your butt? Like, she's like, oh, fine. Next time I come, I'll put some pills on my butt.
Mom, you can't be doing that. I'm like, well, it's not that bad. It's easy.
He's in jail. He can't hang out with his friends. He
Quit
needs some
letting
pills.
Trace
It really doesn't
convince you
hurt.
to do things like that.
I'm so glad you brought up the grandma story again.
New screen name, Grandma's Butt Pills.
Wow,
Oh,
that was a long journey to that.
Sorry, grandma.
Sorry, Grandma.
That's today's
We're complimenting you, Grandma, of how amazing you are at being a
She's
grandma.
She's dedicated.
See, but then again, you guys would be sneaking pills in for Harper for sure.
Candy.
Papa, please. Okay.
Pop, you forgot my pills.
Oh, I can't. I don't know. Maybe I'm kind of feeling grandma now.
He's already going, when do I need to do that?
Yeah.
I better start practicing.
Got 13 years.
Oh man.
Oh, who thought pills up the butt was such great content? So, I think we've covered everything from the criminal justice systems to grandmas and pills up
Dirty
the butt.
oven law. Grandma butt pill law.
Trace's dirty oven lawyer bio pick.
Destro says, I just walked back into my office and I hear Trace yelling about Grandma shoving pills up her butt. What'd I miss?
A lot.
Yeah, a lot.
Oh, that'd be a great t-shirt for older people to wear. Just, I don't know, just a
What?
t-shirt that, or anybody. I have drugs up my butt.
Yeah. They're going to sell like hotcakes.
Hold on. Joe, probably. I'll be right back.
What's up?
We got
Full cab. We got
Get
a
full cab.
We got a.
Do we want to put this
We can
up?
put Trace in the trunk like he was that one night after the Green Parrot. Were you in the car when he was in the
I
Parrot
don't
and he was
think so.
rapping? Oh
No.
my God, it was the funniest shit ever.
Look, do you want to put this up and put Berlin here?
Oh,
we
we
could
back.
We could do that for just half an hour.
Do our trivia question?
Do I need? Is Joe about to go get eaten by?
Somebody,
No, Trace is with
well,
him.
somebody
Trace-
could go tell him that he
Yeah.
could come in and be in the
Yeah,
front
yeah.
seat.
We'll jam pack the Kush Kab. We'll jam
Yeah, it's
pack the
raining.
Kush Kab and get it started.
You got to take your drink.
Whoosh. Take one with it.
Your drink,
Okay, gotcha.
right?
My drink.
What's that noise? Maybe it's red. Oh.
What that noise? What that noise?
Oh.
It sounds like little sprinkles on glass.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
no, here, hold that.
Oh shit.
Open the door.
We're just reconfiguring.
We're just is Joe?
It's a reconfiguration.
What noise?
Don't
What the hell are you
rev the
doing
engine,
there?
Hey, this is my car. Stop.
Right? What are you doing,
It was only at 4,000 RPM.
It's raining. It rains a lot during Kush Kab. And this is October.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be raining. It's October.
It's El Nino.
It shouldn't be. It normally doesn't rain, but it rained all summer, and now it's raining in October.
That's why we
Only
switched cars.
Only on Kush Kab, though.
Kush Kab, rain cab.
We're hearing it.
Oh.
Can you hear it? We're
Yeah.
like, we're both going. We're like,
We connect. It says disconnected from chat. Are we still on
Yeah,
there?
we're not
Oh,
on
okay.
chat.
Alright,
Where
what's
was I
going on?
at? I just
What's up,
got
Joe?
a memory
What's
of
going
eating
on?
Pop Rocks in a bar.
Oh, Josh
Where
did
was
show up
I?
to soccer yesterday. I forgot to text him.
Oh shit.
Oh, it's bad, evil.
Was he pissed off?
Nah, he
We
was
got their
happy.
own- we got two shows going on.
My bad, guys.
Yeah, Josh
I mean,
that listens
no big
the
deal.
day after that goes to soccer. Joe, before he leaves, he's like, I was like, let's go to soccer, go get your brother.
You said, I'm not going unless Nick's coming.
Yeah.
Those are your words.
And I guess he's, afraid of the rain? Not good with the rain?
It was fucking pouring at our place.
He said
At his place.
Josh said it never rained at soccer.
Oh, well, damn.
And he showed up and went.
Yep. But I was like, bro, you need to let him know. He's like, nah, he's not going.
That's a trait.
He's so rude.
No, I told Joe, I said, I'll message him. I got him on Facebook.
Oh, right. You did say that. That's right. You did say that.
And,
You just forgot.
yeah.
He's not rude,
I was
he's
ready
forgetful.
to go. Joe's like, oh, I'm on the way to my brother's house now.
Mhm.
And I call him like 62 times
My
in
bad.
the
My
next
phone was on
half
silent.
hour.
But it was like a fucking hurricane over there, man. I mean, the rain was coming down sideways and shit. I thought there was no way anyone was going to be playing soccer. And Nick won't go out there. If there's even a rain cloud, he won't be there.
I heard him in the background.
Yeah, so you know he's alive.
He's alive. Joe didn't kill his brother.
Oh, that's good.
That's the new thing. I think people, it's a whole generation of people who don't go out and they just stay at home and play video games
That's exactly what he was doing.
and just exist.
Freak Show says, I swear to God, the goo cluster effers have some of the best conversations.
That was some good stuff there. The granny and the butt and the pills. That's
So why do you think those are a great T-shirt idea, Trace? I have drugs up my butt,
I don't know. I'd wear it.
and then they search. It's like
Oh,
He's
shit.
just
either
trying to
a
get cameras.
weirdo wanting someone to look up your butt, or you actually have drugs up your butt and you're gonna get arrested.
some homeless.
'Cause I have drugs.
Just stab you and cut your butt open. Looking for pills.
Oh, cut
It
your
was
butt open!
Just
My
a
God!
T-shirt.
Fucking slice right up the crack.
Oh my God!
God.
With a machete. Hacking in there looking for pills.
Like that guy the other day, maybe that's what he was looking for. That guy who just went to jail. They arrested him like 2 days ago, a homeless guy. He
Yeah.
didn't look like a homeless guy.
I didn't see
He
what
looked
he
like
looked
just a normal guy.
I
And
almost.
they were arresting him, and they said he had a pipe, and he
Long steel
beat
pipe.
4 homeless guys while they
Ooh.
were asleep, and he
To
beat them to
death.
death.
Oh
killed
my
them.
God!
And I
Holy
think
shit.
they all had T-shirts on that said, "I got
Drugs up my butt."
He was
Oh,
beating like a pinata.
I almost feel worse for the guy that killed me looking for drugs up my butt than I do myself dying. Like that guy was like, my life sucks so bad that I'm gonna kill this guy and search up his butt because he has a I have drugs up my butt shirt on. And then he's digging in my butt, which is, you're just the lowest of the low, and you don't find anything. Like, I almost wish I had drugs up my butt at that point, just to give him a little satisfaction of killing me and finding the drugs that were up my butt.
At least I died for a reason."
Yeah, right? No, I just died
For a
for
cause.
nothing, man.
Now-
He didn't even find any drugs on my butt.
Is there any kind of law or anything like you have to have a butt search warrant, like for a cop if they pulled you over and you had that
I
shirt
hope
on?
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I hope,
really
I
hope
hope you have
it.
to have.
like
Some sort of a...
They have to have a warrant to go in my house,
You
but
have
my
to be-
butthole's just free game.
If they have
Bend over,
problems
sir.
with laws, they'll take you back to the station and they'll do a cavity search.
No, I don't get
Yes.
if I get proven innocent, I don't get like
Nope.
no reward for
Compensation.
A
compensation for like
you get
that's
a butt
worse.
plug.
It's worse than prostitution.
You
I mean,
can't
there have
have a
been
lollipop.
cases where, and it always results in the person, getting off, and not in this way.
Yes.
Like where they do that, like on the side of the road, like they search some woman's vagina for meth or something.
What?
Yeah, it's in there. It's a big stink because they're not allowed to do that shit.
Oh my God. Ha. All right.
Yeah, you got to go down to the station for us to check your vagina, or we'll get in trouble.
Yeah, we don't want you letting that get out. Give away trade secrets.
You can't.
Can you imagine having to dig up people's vaginas for
I mean, you can't.
drugs
I mean,
and
are you
guns
that
and-
desperate?
I think that guy that likes that, the person who gets the digging drugs out of vaginas.
But that has to be.
That's
like-
his
He
thing.
wants that job.
They're the ones that volunteered for it. Yeah.
No, you have to be like a medical examiner, right? Because you can't just start.
No.
Yeah, I think legally that's how they have to do it.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
You think so?
You can't just start digging around, like if you don't know
might be
what you're
right.
doing.
For sure.
I can see it on her face. She has drugs in her vagina. Probable cause.
Yeah.
I think either way, you're just I think that's pretty desperate to be digging up people's butts and vaginas for drugs. It's like, do we really need to arrest
some
that
people-
person for drugs?
Some people,
So
they
bad.
get in the mindset of like,
Their
well,
life is pretty rough, man.
Hey, how about this?
Have you ever thought about
If you
putting?
have the wherewithal to shove a bag of drugs up your ass,
You're with it. You
maybe
got.
you should just get off. Hey, man, if you're willing to do that, just go home.
I've been this
Go home and
close.
dig them out of your ass.
I've been this close to shoving so many things up my butt.
Tracy admitted all kinds of stuff today
now,
on Kush
are
Kab.
you talking about anything, or you just because
Like a
you really
flashlight or?
broaden the range?
I'm getting pulled over. I'm gonna stick this flashlight up my ass. It's a good excuse to do it.
They'll be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm on my way to the hospital. I got a flashlight up my ass."
All right, well, carry on, sir. Go, go, go.
Here, get in the cruiser. We'll help you.
It hurts so bad.
You're never gonna take it.
They
that
never
way.
even ask you why that flashlight's up your ass.
They're just like, oh my God, go!
Give me a police escort.
Yeah.
This man has a flashlight up his ass.
Oh.
Get to the hospital. Stop.
I think that's like an absolute last resort, though, man. Even with like drugs and stuff, I'd rather get arrested with them than stuff.
No, they're going up my butt before I go to jail.
I have never ever even considered.
I wouldn't even be able to,
anything
think
up
that
my butt.
fast. Like, fuck it, put them on my butt.
No, I got like my little butt compartment on the car. Like it's
What?
like I got.
Remind me to never touch that. Whatever that
These were the drugs of my butt.
Yeah, there's a little
got it
square thing
ready.
in my car, and
Yeah.
I keep everything illegal that I would ever have. Not that I ever carry anything illegal in my car, but anything illegal goes there, and it's like the section of stuff that if I get pulled over, that stuff's going up my butt.
Why don't you just throw it out the window? That's my suggestion, man.
What?
Take the
We're
littering
in it,
fine.
like,
They
Swallow
always
it real
find
quick.
it. They always find it. If you throw something out the window,
Be
they're
like, I've never seen that in my life.
I mean, you'd think like
You'll
if you
get the
just had
littering
a couple
fine.
pills, you could just kind of hang your hand out the window and drop one pill and then another pill.
Or if you have a son, you
How
can
are
just
they gonna fucking find that shit?
Exactly. And you get like a quarter mile, right, for like to drive for
I
safety
imagine
or
they're
whatever.
like, keep your eye on the windows. They're waiting for anything. But if you don't put your finger out, you just kind of throw a pill. Are they
Wipe
gonna
your
see a
fingerprints
pill?
off it.
Yeah, unless it's like a bag of weed that they would see. You know?
And if they do, even if you're throwing stuff out the window, it's like, really, you're gonna search the ground for a pill? How desperate are you
That's like
to arrest somebody
That's the
for a
fucking big
freaking
deal.
pill that people probably take? You know,
I don't
it's
think
probably
you-
a pill that 1 million people in America are
are
on.
taking right at that moment.
Yeah.
What a fucking
I don't think you
fucking
guys
joke.
have been pulled over that many times. If you throw a
You
pill
are correct.
out of the window and they see that, there's an army of cops with flashlights out there looking on the ground for
and
that goddamn
pockets
bill.
full of pills that they
Yeah.
Yes, that they
Yeah.
just
Make
confiscate.
sure you bring your pills because we need to find the pill,
Yeah.
and we're not going to search for it. We're just going to come up with one. Okay, I gotcha.
When I was 20,
They say it makes of course it makes it a felony for tampering.
yeah, when I was 20, not 21, I had a 6-pack in my trunk. And I had my freaking, I got the big speakers in the back of my trunk.
Yeah.
So I had the seat down so you could hear it extra well.
Extra well.
extra well.
Extra well. You actually used well when it wasn't.
No, I think that makes sense.
Hey Joe,
It might be
this is what
technically
it looks like,
appropriate.
just because you can't see where you are on
Oh.
camera, just so you know you are.
Oh, okay.
I was like, he's probably looking at that going, I'm not even
Oh, I
But
appreciate you letting
They
me know.
shine the light through my front windshield and saw like the tops of the beers. And they're like, he has bears in the car. And like 3 more cars show up and they're like, we can see that you have alcohol in your car and you're underage. Like, we got to search your car. And they did. There was like 6 cops there searching my car because they saw that I had beer in the back of my car. Like, they don't fuck around. And then they kind of let me off. They're like, well, sorry, I did something with this. But they're like, oh, well, then they turned super nice. And they're like, where did you get this beer? Did your parents leave it in here because this car is registered under your parents? And I was like, no, I just bought
They were
it.
coming after you guys.
I was
I just brought it.
I just bought it. And they're like, no, the car is registered under your parents' name. Is it your parents' beer? And I'm like, nah, my friend just bought it at the store. And they're like,
This
no.
guy-
Dude, we're trying to help you get
No.
off.
Now,
Did
Maybe he's thinking they're gonna try to go arrest my parents. For having a beer in their car.
They're like, for the third time, no, it's your parents' car is the beer your parents. And I was like, yeah, it's my parents' beer. And they're like, all right, you can go.
If you would have said it one more time, they're like, get out of the fucking car. This
Jesus
piece of
Christ.
shit out of here.
give him 3 tries for this motherfucker. I want to see that body cam footage.
They're like, maybe he's
Right
slow.
out of Super Trooper.
Oh, I had a big bag of
Guess what's in Chase's bag?
Right?
That's a new game.
big bag of coke up my butthole. No, I had a big bag of creatine. That for some
He
dumb.
says creatine like you put quotes around it.
No, it was creatine.
You mean fentanyl?
No, they found a big bag of creatine. For whatever reason, I thought, this creatine looks like cocaine. I should put it in a bag and look like I'm a drug dealer. But for some reason, I put a bunch of creatine and they tested it and everything.
How?
Oh.
They eat
I
it.
can't
They got
believe
lit.
it didn't come back
Dude,
out.
Oh, they
Snorting
freaked
that
out when they
shit.
found it was a
Stick
big,
his
like,
knife in it.
bat.
Oh, they're doing lines of creatine off the trunk.
Oh my god.
So what'd they say when they found it? Did you tell them what? I assume you told them.
I was like, I swear on my life, that's creatine.
They're like, who the fuck puts creatine in a plastic bag?
I was
It was like
borrowing
twisted
some.
up and it was up my butthole.
I use it to cut my cocaine, which is in the trunk.
Oh wait, it's in my butt. Okay.
I just can't help it. They're like, sir, do you know what you got pulled over for? It's obviously because I stuck stuff up my butt. Illegal things up my butt.
I think Joe was just telling you not to do that the other day.
Yep.
In the bar show.
What, not to put stuff up his butt?
Not to admit to everything he's done every time I.
The best answer with a police officer is you don't know what happened. You don't know.
But these,
Go
like,
to the station.
Yeah.
for me and Joe's, I don't want to bring it up.
Oh, I
Me
know,
I
and
know.
Joe's
Fighting about that
situation.
again.
Me and Joe's situation. I felt like I did the right thing talking to the cops.
You didn't. You
But-
never. You didn't.
But we would have had to bail out and get lawyers if I wouldn't have done what
Oh,
I've
yeah,
done.
fuck
They
that.
would have never searched. But we should never talk about it.
All right.
We'll
But
never
these,
talk about it again.
Chase,
He just wants to fight about that.
Chase cares about his First Amendment rights, but he doesn't care. He cares more about getting the fuck out of there.
yeah.
Well, he doesn't care about his Fourth Amendment rights one bit.
What's that?
Illegal search and seizure.
That's happened to him several times, so apparently he doesn't, Joe.
Nope.
Because all the stuff's up my butt. Search all you want. Just don't search my butt.
One day that dog's gonna come up your butt.
Oh, he's gonna latch on
The
your
drug
butt.
dog. It's got his nose so far up Trace's ass.
You see a guy putting on the rubber glove. It's all bad.
Oh,
God. Yeah.
Oh man, how desperate you gotta be to shove something up your butt.
Not that desperate. You just don't want to go. You just don't want to go to jail.
Desperate as
Go with
fuck
Friday night
for
for Trace.
fun.
All right. Where's a?
Well, no, right?
What are you doing, Trace?
I don't
All right.
even know how he's going to
gotta
do that
demonstrate.
anyway.
I'm not putting anything in my butt. I have to clarify. But if I told you,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
would you rather put this dime up your butt or go to jail
Oh, I'm putting
and
it
spend
in.
thousands of dollars in lawyer fees and everything
It's
to
going
prove-
right up my butt.
that you didn't have this dime?
But how are you going to do that while you're waiting for a cop
The
to come to your
cops
car?
Trace's pants are at his ankles and his hands are in his butt. He's like, hold on.
Wait, sir, what the fuck are you doing?
Nothing.
I mean,
Nothing.
what if you get a cop who wants to
Well,
smell
I
your
drive in the
fingers?
nude. I drive full
Sure.
nude.
Is that illegal?
I was just about to ask that.
I don't know. I think if you get caught, it is. I don't know.
But it's
Do
not
you have to have-
illegal to drive in your boxers, like if you had your just your
What's it, a
boxers.
thong?
Trace-
A
Trace-
thong.
Trace
A thong,
drives-
yeah. You can wear a thong.
Oh, God.
Trace drives everywhere with a shirt, but nothing else.
Tell
Just
I
a
have
shirt.
panties on, but they're crotchless. Easy access.
It's not gonna do you any good.
Yeah.
A thong might give you more access.
I don't know.
I
Just
don't know
wants to
how.
go through the crotch.
I hope you carry some lube in your car too, because how are you gonna stick a plastic bag or something? Up
See,
That's
I
his little
told you
junk
I
compartment.
convinced my grandma to bring me in drugs up her butt. I've convinced my mom to buy me a bottle of lube to keep in my car for shoving drugs up my butt.
Oh, that's right.
I don't want to be.
She so would.
I don't wanna
What
be-
is that? What'd
What?
you just get at the store? Lube for trains?
Yeah.
Come on.
can
I
so
don't want him to
see
get
that.
arrested.
I can see it. I don't want to be gross, but if you shoved like a pill up your butt,
You'd be butt chugging pills and you'd be high.
wouldn't your finger be smell like ass? And you'd be
You
talking to this cop
you
with
just
an
gotta
ass.
be out.
Oh God, Chase.
That's
That's
the
it.
clonk. Where's the fucking clonk?
Oh,
my
man.
I'm so disgusted right now.
This finger hasn't been in my butt all day. Don't worry about it.
Oh my god.
Well, now we gotta name it.
Be careful what you ask.
Somebody changed their name to Grandma's Butt Pills.
They said, don't worry, Trish, I'll buy you lube. Oh, man.
I don't know if I can recover from that remark. I mean that action. That was just so vivid. I could really.
Sorry. He knew right what to do, too.
Yeah. It was like
I've
Not
never
my
done
first
that before.
rodeo.
muscle memory on that
So let me see
one.
your
Almost a
finger.
reflex.
You don't even have to worry about them checking your butt. They just come up and license and registration. What's going on? And they're like, oh,
Get the fuck out of here.
This guy's like a butthole. Here's your warning, sir. Get the fuck out of here.
they fold it up in a paper airplane and
Throw it at you.
Chase immediately shits his pants when he gets pulled over.
I start shitting my pants and throwing up. Like, I'm so sick.
That would actually probably
My
get you out of a
fingers hit
ticket,
my
bro.
butthole.
Do you think shitting your pants would get you out of a ticket?
Oh my god.
Nice.
Honestly, like, officer,
It
I
might.
was driving erratically. I just shit my pants.
You know, so I had to go so bad, and then you pulled me over, and
Nah,
Dude, if I were a cop, I'd be
you
like,
save,
go. Right
you
now.
save that till after you get arrested and you're in the back of their car.
I think that's another charge, man. You're going down for
Just
that
like
shit.
an Uber. They charge you $100 extra for shitting in the car.
bro,
Do they?
I bet
No,
they do.
I mean, no, Uber
I-
will for
No,
sure.
I bet the cops do too.
Oh.
You don't know. Everybody thinks all these ambulance rides are free and all these helicopter rides are free. I bet nothing's free.
Well, we
Well,
know
If
those
you-
aren't.
Yeah.
They probably clean their cop cars every night and charge and divide it up amongst the people who are fucking put in jail. Everybody has to pay everything for the
Yeah.
government. They got us by the
Man,
balls.
when I was in the back of the cop car the one time I've been arrested going to the jail, I thought for sure they were gonna take me home instead.
Dude,
I had them belly laughing, like but two cops sitting here belly laughing because I'm
You
being
just-
so funny in the back of the car.
You just gave him a good night, bro. They're like, yeah, we love that kid, but we're still taking him to jail.
Yeah, that game was awesome, buddy. You know, they slam you in the...
You would have been a superstar if that had been on cops.
I
Right. You should try to get the
They
footage
probably,
from...
yeah, they probably kept the footage and watch it
will.
over and over and over.
Because every time, like, they were laughing, and I was like, so you're gonna take me home now, right? You guys aren't mad at me
They
anymore?
laugh some more.
They laugh.
right.
They're dying laughing.
You're gonna take me home now.
Did you say that to him?
Oh, multiple times. I was like, at one point I was saying, y'all can even just drop me off here.
I'll walk from
I'll
here.
walk home. I know you've taken me from like Wesley Chapel to Tampa, but like I'm good. I can make it. Like, I'll call somebody. Nope. They finally let me pee. The whole time I was like, I gotta pee.
What did they do? They pull
You're
over?
taking him to a gas station?
No, they.
Yeah, come on, let's go.
Where'd you pee?
We're at the jail. They're like, oh, we'll take your cuffs off and let you pee.
Well, that was nice of him.
Kind of. Still went to jail. After all that comedic value.
Telling you.
They were just
Can you
laughing.
bribe
They were
cops?
laughing at
No,
it.
Yeah.
that's another charge.
It's like
He thinks
It's
he was
Always
making
Sunny
him laugh.
episode where they did.
He said he was seeing like Dave Chappelle in the back seat.
And they're like,
Take me home. I gotta pee. Drop me off there.
obliterated.
That's all it was, Trace.
Maybe.
Comedic brilliance.
I thought I might get another charge for trying to bribe him with comedic value. don't give me another charge because I'm being so funny.
Take Chappelle back here.
You can't arrest Dave Chappelle. Oh God.
Oh, we need to get 5 people in the Kush Cab all the time. We'll get the wireless router. We'll do a road trip.
Let's get the wireless router.
We'll go stop by the rest area, get some ice cream.
Let's go. Put that baby in drive.
Do it.
They would drive away with everything plugged in.
I did that last time, Trace. I
You
drove
called
with
me
the
out,
fog-
right? You
with the
called
fog
me.
machine.
You did?
No,
Oh,
you
I
did-
saw
you did it
I saw
first,
you do
then
it, and
I
I
did
was
it
like,
next.
I was kind of pissed because I was like, you got angry, borderline angry that I did it. You called me on the phone and you're like, you drove away with the big ball extension cord hanging out your door, and you were like mad, and then like the next
I
day.
stopped before I pulled it out of the wall.
No, you didn't.
I stopped right there. I stopped.
Oh, so you've done it twice.
Oh, I did it another time?
Yeah, I saw you
You
pull the
drug it.
car up and you everything pulled out, and you were dragging the fog machine cord up
Oh,
just
man.
up there in my car. So you've done it twice.
Oh, my goodness.
Is anybody, since we got 5 people in here, does anybody know anybody with a car trailer? No?
Talking to me?
No,
Uncut
Why?
Beanie Mandingo.
Who needs a car trailer?
Me?
For what?
A car?
Oh, I thought you were talking about going on a road trip with the Kush Kab. Dang it.
We can all go. We can all go to pick up the Jeep together. We only need $100 a pop.
Wait, it was $450.
I don't know if this is a bad sign. Because I was really wanting it. So I texted the guy. I was like, I got the $450 cash today. And he said, I only need $400.
What?
Damn.
He feels
He was
bad.
asking $500. I saw another site that he had posted it for
He was
$450. And I was like, I got the $450 today. He's like, all I need is $400. Or what you got.
You should just show up with like $225.
Oh,
Are
man.
you serious? $300, man.
Yeah, for real. If he's
Yeah.
negotiating down for you, that means that's
That's a bad sign for you.
Is he
Yeah.
saying he's buying that Jeep?
Yeah.
That's what he's talking
Where's
about.
he getting the money? Might I
That's, yeah, we've had that discussion a couple times. He keeps talking about a car payment. You gotta pay your car payment first.
Man,
Get the Jeep after, bro.
it's like,
You are paying your car payment.
It's my car. You can't make me.
Your radio wife is trying to help you out, man.
Who's-
Preach some common sense.
Why my phone never works in the Kush Cab?
I'm glad mine does.
I wanted to show that he did say like I only need 400
Well, are you
or
sure?
whatever you
Are
got.
you sure it runs?
I would say
300.
300, man. I wouldn't give him any more than that.
I
And
want
you
it
don't
so
even
bad. I'm
have
like
it, so-
400. Good.
You're no, don't do that.
Just like the thing with the cops. Sir, you can pay $300. No, I got $450, girl.
The
I'll
original
give it to
post
you.
was 5.
50's a good deal, man.
All right. You guys want to do some questions?
Alright, let's
Kush
do
Kab?
it. Let's
Man,
do
Kush
it.
Kab?
We
These
did
ones I-
an entire Kush Cab without doing the Kush Cab.
I couldn't find the part where it said like.
Can I pee? I don't think I peed. last
Again?
night.
I don't
you
think you
did. I
did.
saw you.
No,
went to
you
the-
didn't.
went to the side of the house and peed right on the lattice, like a heathen.
It's not on the lattice, it's in front of the lattice.
It's like
For
3
Benny
feet.
searches for lizards.
3 feet away from the boards. That's not classy. You go pee by a tree in the hedge or something.
Yeah.
Far away from the front door.
Alright, we'll get a new spot. Today we'll get a new
I'm
pee
just
spot.
worried about neighbors.
Neighbors.
Come on.
Neighbors are guys.
See
You
nothing
kidding
around
me?
here, man.
All right. We got. The only things I could find were like specific subjects
That's fine.
Okay.
in there. So like this one is advertising slogans.
Oh boy.
So what do you have to? You have to say your name.
So I could compete as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Try not to. crush
Joe,
them.
can I have my blue drink?
I tried
Oh,
to
yeah.
crush them. Well, if it's old ad sayings, yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
All right, you guys ready? You gotta say your
What
name. Is that
website
it?
has big cocks and big beetles?
Oh, I know that one.
Cockbeetle.com. Forgot about that.
Oh god, that was funny.
Cockbeetle.com.
Cock beetles.
Cock beetles. It was
Plural.
Plural.
My
Hey, he
bad.
was serious as shit.
I have the website, so I'm not. LJ bought the website.
Oh, it's fucking hilarious.
Cockbeetles.com.
That's right.
It's dedication, man.
Well, I don't even want to know.
Trace had the vision.
All right, you guys gotta say your name, right?
All
Yes.
All right, what is the breakfast of champions?
Wheaties. Joe, Wheaties.
You answered before you said your name. I think.
Well, you guys could have
Trace
stolen
Wheaties.
it.
Yep.
Traps the crab. Somebody else, Mike, open your computer and you gotta.
Cheat?
Oh,
He's
you
gonna
can't.
I'm not connected
man.
to the internet.
I have to watch that and.
What is up with?
That-
Why
you
does it?
feel- You feel my pain.
It revs your RPMs when I'm turning the
Okay,
wheel.
I have
Well-
a bad axle. I don't know. Just don't mess with it.
Looking around.
I don't know. Something.
All right,
Trace.
Settle down, Trace.
There's only one.
what is the
1500.
quicker picker upper?
Bounty. Trace Bounty.
Bounty.
I'm slow, man.
Who got that?
I think
Oh,
Me.
Shit.
Did.
Oh shit.
Did you step on that? That
I think
would
I
be
did.
you. Traps the crab and got that one too.
Joe's reacting to the fog before it even gets to him. He just saw it and he's like, ah.
I hate the fog.
Suck it up. Not
All right.
organic either.
You ready?
Oh, this is the non-organic one? Oh, now we're gonna all be...
It's organic.
I know. I got it on my order thing. I just need to click order.
I hook a
Whatever.
hose up to it.
Wait, give me some time.
Zoom zoom. Anybody know that
Oh
one?
yes, Berlin.
What the hell?
Trace discount auto parts.
No, it's
Grandma-
Mazda.
Yes.
Oh, damn, yeah.
Man, I didn't-
Grandma's
I forgot
butt
about
got
that.
it.
Zoom.
That's a little boozy. Zoom. Everybody like zoom.
That's 3 zooms.
All right.
Got me with the extras.
Can you hear me now?
Trace next
Verizon.
out.
I was gonna answer the
What'd you
question.
say?
Verizon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Berlin.
Verizon?
Yes.
Really?
There was a
Damn.
Nextel deal.
I thought it was Nextel too.
No.
Nope.
Can you hear me now? The guy in the commercials.
Now he works for
Can you hear
Sprint.
me now?
And now he says, "Remember when I used to say, can you hear me now?"
Yeah. Traps the crab and
Berlin's
got that
just
one
back there
too.
bragging.
Trace Sprint.
On it.
Trace Sprint.
No.
That's who he works for now.
Okay.
But there's nothing. It wasn't about the guy. It was about the slogan.
Oh, no, he said, yeah, you're
All
right.
right, Mike, you might get this one. You ready? Good to the last drop.
Maxwell House. Mike.
Berlin.
Maxwell House.
Yep.
What? All right.
Oh, you got that before.
It's
any
coffee,
of
man.
us. Traps the crab and got, but you already said it, so they said flavors. All right.
Was it Folgers?
No, that's
This
Folgers
is
in the
Maxwell
cup.
House.
That one's easy.
Where's the beef?
Berlin,
Wait.
Wendy's.
Oh,
How do you know that?
I'm smart.
You're way before your time.
Traps
We
crab.
have. Oh, no. Might be the next question.
All right.
He's predicting questions.
Yeah.
Trace, we have the meats.
Trace Arby's.
All right.
Hey, the question.
Priceless. Priceless.
Berlin Mastercard.
Yep.
Wow, really?
Fuck, you
Damn,
watch too
Berlin's
much
really
TV.
good at this.
I don't even watch TV that much.
She's got like a photographic memory.
How
Have you s-
about this? Once you pop, you can't stop.
Joe, Pringles.
Viagra.
Damn it.
Oh.
God, I wish that was their slogan.
Traps the crab and running away with it. All right. How about some
Wait,
beer?
no.
How about some beer slogans?
What was that, Trace?
No, but-
Is the air on? I'm kind of hot.
Boom. Is that the
Okay.
slogan?
All right, some beer slogans. Let's see if anyone knows this one. I'm not sure. Australian for beer.
Oh,
Oh, Dos
Joe.
Equis.
Joe
No,
Foster's.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just
It's Australian.
Australian.
Australian for beer.
Oh god. Dos Equis with an Australian accent is.
Grandma's butt pills got that one.
Oh, I thought that was a. Hold on, Trace.
That's a good name for a product. Grandma's butt.
No. It's
Alright.
not.
It doesn't get any better than this. Anybody know that one?
Oh, is this a beer one?
Yeah.
Doesn't get it. I've heard it.
I
Or like
don't know.
Corona?
No.
No.
I don't know if I've seen this
I don't
one.
know.
Grandma's butt pills got it.
What is it?
I guess.
I give up.
Old
no.
Milwaukee.
Ah.
I don't know what.
Yeah.
The fuck is that?
It's the beer
Do
you
they
walk
sell
by.
Old Milwaukee? I never see
They
that.
used to down here all the time. I haven't seen it. I don't see it anymore.
Yeah.
It's got that real generic looking can, right? Like the beige deal?
Yeah.
Or
It
the
was
silver?
white with I thought like a red
White.
label.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. It was
I think-
cheap,
It
cheap.
was like the cheap, super cheap back in the day.
It's beer. Hooray, beer.
$1.99 a six pack.
Anybody know that one?
Oh, Joe, Red Stripe.
Yep.
Oh. You should have said it with a Jamaican accent.
Yeah, I would
Oh,
have.
today, beer.
I didn't know.
Damn it.
All right, you ready? Head for the mountains.
No, Trace Coors.
Nope.
Mike Bush.
Yep.
You got the Blue Mountains. Too much beer about mountains.
Traps crab and got that one. All right, you ready?
No.
The champagne of beer.
Berlin Miller High Life.
Oh.
Dang.
I knew it.
It's because we had a
That's
bottle
because you
recently.
got those etched bottles that say it on them. Damn it.
Here's
my
to good
car.
friends. Tonight is kind of special.
Mike Lowenbrow.
Yes.
Wow.
I can sing the song. Here's to good friends. Tonight is kind of special. The beer will pour. There must be something more somehow. So tonight, let it be Lowenbrow.
There's no bonus points to
Sounds
this
like
game,
a
buddy.
Christmas song.
It does.
You don't get bonus.
I don't even remember that.
I don't know why I know that. I guess I was digging that song when I was younger.
I guess so.
Yeah, on a CD.
A one-track CD. On repeat, obviously.
That's why I'm an alcoholic. All he does is listen to that Lowenbrow song.
And sit in the yard and fucking drink beers all night. That's
All right,
all in
here's-
my home.
Here's some candy slogan.
Oh, shit.
Candy. Try both and pick a side.
Trace Twix.
Oh,
Fuck.
but you get
So
that.
fast.
Yeah.
That's like a recent one.
Yeah.
What? They must have a good product. They just name one left and right and sell more. Fuck you guys.
Imagine if you came up with that idea in the meeting. Okay, here's what we're gonna say. We're gonna say the left versus the right, and one is better than the other, and make the whole thing. It's like, get out of here, buddy.
And then they stole it.
It
by
That's
the
what they do. They steal your idea.
We need a left
Trace
and a
called
right
out- he
Twitch
called out
channel.
Twix.
Yeah, that was Trace's
I
idea.
left, right.
Holy shit! Like it just came to me. That was my idea 6 years ago.
Does Jobber Jones get it if they put TIW?
Nope.
And then
T.
Grandma's butt pill put Twix. I know what they were trying to say. They just
But
couldn't
it,
say it
there's
fast
not even the foot. No.
I mean, would Alex Trebek take
Nope.
TIW?
Okay,
no.
I'm sorry.
All
Trace
right.
2.
Three.
I got it right.
Here's one that I don't think anybody will get. I don't even understand it. Do you eat the red ones last?
Trace Skittles.
No.
Berlin.
No, Trace
M&Ms.
M&M's. God damn it.
No.
Shit, what's other?
Berlin. Starburst.
Trace
Mike.
Hot Tamales.
Mike Lifesavers.
No. All right. Here's the thing. It says Smarties.
They
And
don't
there
have
are
them.
no red Smarties.
Oh,
Baby,
so
it's
we're
trying to trick
We're
you.
gonna sue him.
There are. They just don't.
News.
I think it was
They use not enough food coloring. It's like, yeah, we cut back on the food color and they're more like pink, but they're supposed to be red.
That's what
You
I'm
just
saying.
didn't notice over the years.
Do you eat the red ones? Maybe it was some kind of
That's-
joke commercial. You know, you eat the red ones last because there are no red ones.
Just like the limes. Now the limes are little cubes, and the red Smarties are pink.
All right, ready? Taste the rainbow.
Really?
Try
Skittles.
Skittles.
I don't know.
Oh, that was.
But
a
my
tie.
name has 2 syllables and his has 1.
That's a good point.
I think that's where I caught up. Should have blame your parents for that one.
Oh, Trap's got that one. Trap's the crab and got it.
Who are you
All right.
giving it to, Trace or Berlin?
I gave it to both of them.
I was
Okay.
It was a tie, I
That
think.
sounds fair.
gonna say Berlin until she said the syllable deal, and then I was like, shit, Trace probably got it off first. 'Cause his name is easier to say.
I started saying it first, and then he started halfway, but he
Yeah.
had half the syllables, so he caught up. It was time.
All right, tie.
All right, here we
I'll take it.
Sometimes you feel like an it,
go. Mike.
sometimes
Oh.
you don't.
Mike Mounds.
Oh, Joe, almond joy.
Damn it!
Mounds?
Well, they're the
It's a
same damn
coconut.
thing. It just one has a nut and one doesn't.
It's both.
Oh, it's
it's
both.
Mounds and Almond Joy.
Oh.
So you both got it.
All
Who
right.
even eats those? I hate the people who give those out for Halloween.
Really?
Because you don't like the
Yeah,
coconut.
you're like, fuck
Disgusting.
you.
Mounds are good. I don't really
know,
like the
I
almond joy
I had
deal.
it like recently after not liking it for decades, not liking coconut, and I was like, I could eat that. It's not too bad.
That's what Berlin
There's only
burned up
candy
in
in
the
the
oven.
house.
Coconut.
Yeah, that's what my
What'd you say?
my dirty oven.
That's what she burned up in the.
What was it? Dirty oven law with coconut flakes.
I said
burned the
you. So and they went and got a fire extinguisher.
I
to
panicked.
put out the fire, and I'm like, you sprayed a fire extinguisher in your oven for coconut flakes on fire? You just could have passed
No.
those out.
I
without-
panicked and
No,
I said,
they
"Ben!"
didn't.
And I threw the fire extinguisher at him.
And
Oh
he
my
actually pulled the pan and fucking extinguished your oven?
I panicked, and I know I could have just shut the oven off and shut the door, and it would have burned out. But I panicked, and I just saw fire, and I was like, fire extinguisher. It was right there. Like, Ben! And I
It's
just-
weird. People know. I guess I'm not normal.
Millennial.
I guess
That's
I'm not
for sure.
normal.
That's not millennials. It's just panic mode. Of
I don't freak
everything
out.
goes
Like,
out
if
the
my
window.
oven, it could be burning through the oven, and I'm just like, what's the best
you-
resolution to this? Like,
Have you seen the grease fire deal? When people throw water on them?
Yeah,
That-
don't throw water on
No,
it.
Ooh,
you
that shit's
see-
crazy.
See, I would have, if it was a grease fire, yeah, I probably still would have. I just,
I was like, you could have patted that out with a towel or something, or your hand.
I know.
Literally,
It was
at
this
my
big.
work, at old Beef O'Brady's, like, I mean, I've been around quite a few fires. Most of them I started.
See,
But-
I've never panicked. Now
And
I
they-
know.
Something's on fire and everybody's like running around and like I'm like, it's a goddamn fire, and I grab like a pan and I set it on it and I look at everybody like, what's wrong with you guys?
Because you panic. And everything just goes out the window. I don't know. I admit, I was stupid in that moment.
That's a funny story.
And I just thought about the kittens coming near it, and I was like, get the kittens out!
They're gonna jump in the
She's
oven.
evacuating
I threw them in the room.
in a tub full of water, drowned them.
She threw them in the oven.
Now you know for sure how to use a fire extinguisher.
No, I didn't, because I looked at it and I was like, I don't know, Ben! And I threw it to him.
Oh my god.
Pull the pin and you squeeze the trigger.
Can you reuse a fire extinguisher?
Nope.
See, we have to get it
You
recharged.
can't even,
You have to get it recharged.
you can't even squirt a teeny bit out.
Twice?
No,
a one and done
you can
deal.
squirt a little bit out and then a little more and then a little more. But if you set it there and come back tomorrow,
Yeah.
boom, done.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, apparently we looked it up. You have to get it recharged
Yeah,
or
they
something.
have to recharge them.
Who does that? You have to
There's
go
a
to
Where were
company
you
of
with the
fire
fire
No, there's a
extinguisher?
company that comes around like to my
Ben's
shop and they
apartment?
You just got fire extinguishers laying
You
around?
have to have one.
We have one in the kitchen.
Yeah, what?
Oh shit.
You have to
Don't
have
mess
one.
with our fire
I didn't know that either.
What about my house? Do I have to have a fire
He's like,
Like, wait.
don't admit to anything, Trace.
apart from
I was like, holy shit, we got a fire extinguisher on the counter.
Party.
Let's light something on fire and put it out.
Well, in apartment complexes, you have to. We just had to like get it serviced or
I've
something.
got about 4 of them in our house.
What?
Somewhere. We can't
There's
find
one
them.
sitting right in the
Where are they?
right when you
now.
open the laundry room. There's one there.
You know,
Like
Well,
legally,
kitchen cabinet in
There's
there.
one under the bar counter.
if you own a house, do you have to have a fire extinguisher in your house?
I don't know if
Legally?
you're required to.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Hmm.
But anyway. All
They
right, you
try
ready?
and check my house for that shit. They can eat a bag of dicks.
Get the sensation.
oh, Berlin Starburst.
Nope.
I'm gonna go with Viagra again.
Oh, Berlin Icebreakers.
Nope.
Can't guess.
Oh,
what they
Trace
want.
Gum. Trace Gum.
Nope.
Just
Gum.
All of
Berlin
it.
candy.
Gum.
Get the sensation.
Mike,
I knew.
York peppermint
I knew
patty.
if I went.
That's what they do in the icebreaker.
She's sending signals.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that was a signal to all of you. Trace's empty chair got it. York peppermint patties.
We got one of those in the candy drawer. I'm gonna go eat that later.
If I get it first.
I'm gonna just get the sensation.
All right, one more of the candies. How many licks does it take to
A
get?
Trace of Tootsie Pop.
Yes.
Trace Irwin answering that one.
Oh man, I was like,
Nope, it's not a Tootus. Be bumpy. Not a Tootus.
Tootus.
He's trying to type real quick.
Tootsie.
Pop. Tootsie Roll Pop.
Oh, I don't know. See, no,
Yeah.
I think because it's not a
Tootsie
roll pop.
Tootsie Pole.
Pop. I think I'm gonna have to give it to Jobber Jones this time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Technicalities.
Technicality.
Controversy.
Well, because he didn't get it last time because he spelled it
Pimp
wrong.
Daddy Smooth gave us 1,000
Pimp,
bits.
Pimp Daddy Smooth, 1,000 bits.
Pretty girls want to dance my salsa. Oh, look at my next single, it's called my salsa. My salsa, 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 salsa. My salsa makes all the pretty girls want to dance and take off their undershirts. My salsa makes all the pretty girls want to dance and take off their undershirts. My salsa. Where'd everybody go?
My Eminem dance got crazy.
Thank you, Pimp Daddy Smooth.
I have to pee, so you guys want to
Me
carry
too.
on?
No,
Or what do you want to do?
Actually, I kind of have to go as well.
Take a break.
Do we want to take a break and do a few more questions, or do you want to do...
I just thought of this
Trace
though.
and Joe move in the
My
studio? I don't know what's going on. What
like
do you
I,
want?
I wake up every morning like I'm a bad boyfriend for some reason. I think I'm a good boyfriend, but I'm in my head. And like last night, like well, she just went to bed earlier, and like our couch bed is loud when you get up. And I woke her up a couple. I only stayed up till midnight, but every time I got up, she woke up, and I'm like, man, I'm a douche because I kept her up all night. And then I wake up and she's giving me a full body massage saying I'm the best boyfriend in the world. Like, this girl's got some mental problems, right?
I'm gonna keep her awake every night.
Alright, so are we good to go pee? Are we taking a break and coming back?
Oh.
Break.
She's giving you antifreeze in your in your soda. Just biding her time.
I never suspected her.
All right, well, I'm peeing.
Yeah, I gotta go, man. I got it in my head. We were going before you started the
Gotta
story.
go.
All right, so what do we?
We'll come back and do
Now,
some
what
more
are we doing?
questions.
We're doing something.
Well, we're all coming back.
We'll be right back. Take that.
Burning, I've got boxes on boxes, wattage for days when the moon won't do. I'll shine in its place, so you can find your way. Another light bulb at your face. I caught lightning in a mason jar, shining with the power of 1,000 stars. Lightning in a mason jar, see it from wherever you are. If you're lost, high up in the mountain tops, I'll leave the light on, and I'll leave the light on. You can come home right now. I'll leave the light on. I'll leave the light on. I'll leave the light on. However long, however timely, the road back home, however winding as it might be, follow the light beam, I'll keep it on. However long, girl, just come home. Matter of fact, you better make that shit timely. I need my queen beside me, with eyes on the horizon, knowing one day it's you. If you're lost, high up in the mountain top, I'll leave the light on. I'll leave the light on. You can come home right now. I'll leave the light on. I'll leave the light on. I'll leave the light in case you're searching. Tell me what you're looking for anyways. Did you find it? Are you certain? Are you certain it's the real thing? Are you sitting at your window while he's sleeping, pulling back the curtain, looking for the moon? That's me smiling at you. If you're lost, high up in the mountain tops, I'll leave the light on. I'll leave the light on.
What's going on? Welcome back to the Kush Kab.
The fog thing.
I'll leave the light on. I'll leave the light
Oh shit.
Welcome back. Want to thank Butt Chugging Angel
Butt
Trumpet.
chucking.
Butt chucking angel trumpet.
Send him a CD of his of Howard mentioning him on talking about him.
Send us a gas card for the Kush Kab.
Gas card for the Kush Cab. Thank you very much, Butt
Appreciate
Chugging
that.
Angel Trumpets.
Filling it up to the top.
Getting a lot of mileage out of that gas card.
Yep.
I don't think I'm getting a lot of miles. I'm not getting a lot of future value out of my car, I'd say.
You're mad because your
it's a
car's not
clog.
making you money? Needs to get a fucking job, man.
No, I mean, I got like the. I don't know if you gave me the best advice.
Getting
Look,
called
I
out,
had
Mike.
like I had
no,
like
we didn't. but we
I had
don't-
like
but I don't
$1,000.
care.
I had like $1,000, maybe $2,000, $3,000 to buy a car
Yeah.
that I had, and my dad's just like, why? Just be a white trash person and go get a loan for a car you can't afford. And
How much is your payment?
He's so full of shit, for one thing.
that is the exact words out of my dad's mouth.
How
Like,
much is his payment?
His payment is $265
That
a
is
month.
not
That is an
unaffordable.
excellent,
That's not bad at all.
excellent
it's
car
affordable.
payment. And you have a daughter, and you needed a car.
That was
He's
That-
just pissed off because he can't buy a Jeep.
I know.
No.
He starts blaming people for all his problems. anytime he spends all his money
No.
or he wants something.
I'm just saying I fucked up because
No, you
I got
didn't.
You
the
set yourself up for a lecture, bro.
I got the
Yeah.
loan. I got the loan for 6 years. That car's not gonna. I put.
Well, you need to take care of it. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
Other people.
I've had my car for 10 years.
Yeah.
What's
there you
40?
go.
Damn,
What's
really?
40?
This car.
What's 40
Wow.
times 6?
Shit. It's a
240.
fucking brain buster.
So my car's gotta last 240,000 miles because I put 40,000 miles on it in the first year.
So you're. Just
Well, that's
shut up.
insane. Where the fuck were you going?
We drive too fucking much, asshole.
Yeah, like, how many
God.
road trips did you take?
I haven't. I mean, I took one trip to the Keys.
That doesn't make. Unless you're like a professional driver, 40,000 miles in 1
I don't know
year?
how, right?
I've gone on road trips and I'm still only at 130,000, and I've had this car for 10 years.
At least you got it used.
Yeah,
It
and
had
she
the miles-
does.
it had
And
miles
she
on
hasn't
it.
ripped the bumper off or anything like
Well,
that.
do you drive to Webster every day?
Why don't you
I
find
drove to Brandon for soccer practice every day for like 3 years.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
She hasn't had Jerry drive her car, that's the thing. I can't believe
Moving on.
Nobody
driving
has
to-
any
it's just
sympathy for
driving
you,
to Webster.
because you should take better care of your car, is what anybody would say.
I'm getting it put back together.
All right.
I realized
Go with that.
I realized my
Go
bumper.
with that.
I realized my bumper is less fucked up than I thought.
Well, then
There's
why don't
the-
you fix it?
There's a little. I need to buy the little silver
But
piece.
the problem is, what do you
That's
call
all
the
you
little
need.
silver piece? How do you look
The
that
little,
up?
like I thought my bumper
It
was
is
fucked
silver.
up, and just Google that Kia
Inside.
silver piece.
Yeah, it'll come up. It'll come up.
But I thought it was all fucked up, like the whole bumper, and it also broke the silver piece out. But the silver piece has a screw that holds everything together.
So all you
And
really
I
need
just got to put everything together and put the silver piece back on,
But-
and it'll be good.
Does that mean all you really need is the screw?
Yeah, I could put a screw in there today, and it'd be look
Well,
better.
let's fucking do it.
All right.
But Chuck
Instead of getting
Diesel
a
Trumpet
Jeep,
says-
why don't you
No,
screw your
I
We're
drive a
getting the
lot.
Jeep. We're getting the
And
goddamn
That's
Jeep.
the whole premise of this argument, Joe, is the Jeep.
We need that Jeep so we can whip it around for a couple days.
I drive a lot, and my 10-year-old car only has 180,000 on it.
Yeah, there's no way you put 40,000
Yeah,
in
he's-
1 year.
He's
You're out of
I
your
have
mind.
71.
Liar.
I have 71,000 miles on my car right now.
Then somebody like rolled back the odometer or something, and it came back to
I
reality.
bought it with 34.
There's no.
So that's maybe 36,000 miles this year.
3 times more than an
Than everyone else. He's just fucking driving while we sleep. Trace is just
Cinco
driving
soccer
up
on
and down.
Monday.
Tracy's
Mondays.
done the Ferris Bueller thing, is what he probably did. And he set it up, spinning the wheels
Yeah.
backwards. And
Except he fucked up and he had him going forward.
I left it on the treadmill all fucking night, but I had him forward instead of reverse. God damn it.
not
It's fucking
that
10,000
either way
miles.
it works.
Why try it all? Subscribe with Twitch Prime. Thank you. Why try it all? Sounds like a downer, though.
Sounds like
Right.
I was gonna say. Sounds
Why
like
try it all?
Trace's nickname.
If I can't have a Jeep, why try it all?
Fuck it.
That was the fence on.
What exactly is your plan for the Jeep, though? How long do you expect this thing to stay alive, realistically? A
I'm
week?
thinking months and months and months.
Months,
For
really?
what?
I mean,
this
unless-
$300
He's
Jeep that
gonna
we're about to
trash
get.
that Jeep in the first.
It's gonna be
year.
gone in a
All right. My plan right now.
Yes.
Well, I can't say it with my parents.
Yeah. See.
Well, why not?
Well, because my plan was to get it.
Yeah.
Where else do I have to take it but my parents' house?
No.
And I'm
Driving
gonna
that
put it
fucking
over on the
Jeep,
property,
no.
and I'm gonna do donuts all
Nope.
day long
Nope.
while my mom's sitting
Nope.
in the house.
I'm not
like,
helping you buy that
"God
Jeep.
damn it,
I'm not
God
helping you buy
damn
that
it,
Jeep anymore."
He's over there doing donuts.
The agreement was.
You take it over to Lauren.
The agreement was we were taking it to
and
Webster.
see how much other people like it.
Oh, but I
Because if you think there's a
the
problem,
people
with
that
us
own
not
the
liking
property aren't my parents though, so I can't go
No, you-
tear up their yard.
But the
Got
plan,
a fucking Jeep over there.
it, nope.
I thought we were keeping it there and then just finding random like fields. To,
Oh, there's a good spot.
yeah,
A good
That's-
spot right down the street from us.
and it's in Webster already, right?
Yes.
So why the hell would you tow it back here?
Well,
Just to
'cause
piss your
I
pants
can't.
off?
I can't do donuts in my landlord's yard.
We'll
But I can do donuts in my parents' yard.
Aren't they your
They just
landlord?
get mad about it.
No, you ain't fucking bringing that, putting padlocks on all the gates, man.
Oh man.
I thought we were doing the dirt road deal.
But what about the back corner?
All right, so one more logistical question about the Jeep. What about the other tire? It's got 3 fucking tires. We can't even drive it today anyway.
No, but you can put it on. We can put it on the trailer and take it home with us.
You just want to spend some money today,
Who's
don't
got
you?
a trailer?
No one has a trailer.
I'm gonna
no one
get-
has a
I'm
tire.
gonna get a
There's
U-Haul.
nowhere to
No
store
one
it.
has-
Start
the
asking
money.
questions, Donna. He
Well,
doesn't
he-
even have the money.
Anyway.
Mark Rally's
He's-
Sport,
you
we
gotta-
were absolutely discussing the fact that he should not be spending the money on that. We've been discussing that for 2 days.
Yep.
Well, Joe, when I told you I wanted
And
to buy
what do
this
we do?
Jeep,
He's a grown
Yes.
man. I can't
And
stop
you were-
him from doing
At
whatever
first,
the fuck
I
he's
said,
gonna
I'll
do.
buy it.
and Joe's like,
Other than he ain't bringing it here.
Joe was like, I'll buy the thing. I don't even care if you throw down money. And I'm like,
But it
Joe,
was
do
like,
you
just, we
understand
can't
what
get
you
it like today. Like, give me like a week or 2, we'll get the Jeep. And then he's just make sure the guy holds it for us. And then
Hold
Tracy,
it for you. No one else is buying that.
like, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And Tracy's like, fuck car payments. I'll just go buy the Jeep today. Like, don't be in such a hurry, bro. We'll get it.